Hey y'all. Give me a minute. I know y'all are blowing me up. Skool Boi has decided to go live with whatever truth she wants to tell. I don't care. I'm fine. Normally, I would not do something like this. This is not me. But I cannot let somebody continue to lie on me. And I don't know who it is, and I don't care. But this is the one time that I will be addressing this. I don't care what other narratives are out there. I'm addressing this now, and I won't be addressing it again. So thank you all for the comments. I'll be honest, y'all. I see some super chats coming in. I'm not streaming Cash Apps. I'm not doing any of that. I don't want to do this. This is not me. But this has been on my soul, on my spirit, on my chest for too long. And I tried very hard. And I'm probably going to start crying. I'm going to warn y'all. But please know that I'm fine. I can't let somebody say that I left because of mental health issues. When I tried to be very above board yesterday, I kept it at time constraints. In fact, when I talked to Monica on May 17th, I told her time constraints. I didn't even tell y'all all the stuff that I'm about to show you. Because someone over there has started to put out this fake narrative that I'm a pseudo attorney. I'm not even a real attorney. I don't know what that means, honey. Because these bar dues that I got to pay in a few months say otherwise. So, if you want to Cash App some money over here so I can pay these bar dues, that would be greatly appreciated. So, I tried to keep it straight. I see y'all, Skool Boi going in. We're going to go in. Because I actually wanted to save Skool Boi, but as I have recently found out, Skool Boi is one of the ones who was the head of all of this. She is the one that is jealous and insecure. And y'all, this hurts me because I don't do nothing to nobody. I never have. My whole life, I have just been trying to be me. And it's always too much for people. So when I see y'all's comments, I see people saying, you have a light, you have a gift, you have a spirit, and y'all just don't know. I don't want it. What's the point of the gift when it makes you feel like this? It makes you feel like any room you walk into, people hate you. They love you till they hate you. And you didn't do nothing but be yourself. My mental health is strong. But when you are being gaslit for months, when people are showing you one face and showing you another for months, and I stayed. And that's my fault. That ain't nobody's fault. That's my fault. Because God told me to leave. He told me to leave. And I kept trying to give people the benefit of the doubt, right? So, I'm going to say this. And I'm going to lay it out there. And y'all can judge for yourself. I really don't care either way. I just want to be left alone. I tried to leave in peace, and I can see that that wasn't respected. I, like I said, didn't want to do this. I wrestled with this all night, but it literally was sitting on top of my chest. So I have to get it out. And once I get it out, I'm done with it. We will be back to our regularly scheduled program, which is what I was trying to bring to this channel. So it'll be a little long. Y'all buckle in, hold on, do what you got to do. I have made it no secret that I'm a YouTube watcher, have been since 08, 09. Wanted a YouTube channel, been thinking about it since 2015, 2016. Got a logo made in 2018 for this that you see up here. Scared of beautiful, however you point to it, that way up there. Got my ring light in 2018. Sat on it. Didn't think I was ready. God was telling me to do something, didn't think I was ready. COVID hits. I'm working from home. I had cut the cord to my cable, so I was on YouTube watching all types of divorce court, just different stuff that I watch. And then I watched the only two gossip people that I used to watch prior to coming on All About the Tea is DJ Richie Sky and Funky Dineva. So Richie Sky would sometimes say, hey, I'm going to be covering Real Housewives of Potomac on All About the Tea. Y'all come on over. And so I saw that and I was like, oh, I love, y'all, I'm a lawyer, but I love reality shows. I love reality gossip. So I was like, oh, let's go. You know, let me go see what this is about. So I saw it and I saw the daytime panel and I was like, oh, that's dope. I miss we're not in the office anymore. So I miss talking to my office mates about what's going on TV, right? And so I was like, let me try to call in one time. And I just gave my perspective and people really liked it. Fast forward, Monique comes on to Monica's channel to say, hey, that she wasn't going back to All About, that she wasn't going back to Real Housewives of Potomac. While she's there, if y'all saw that interview, she was like, you know who I wanted to see today? Plez. And I was like, oh my God, because I was watching. Like, and I inboxed Monica, like, hey, tell her thank you so much. I had never inboxed Monica before. I literally just because I didn't think Monique read her own DMs. So after that, Monica inboxes me back later to say, hey, I'm thinking about putting together a full-time panel. Would you be interested? And I was flattered. I was like, oh, wow, me? Yes, absolutely. Didn't know what I was getting myself into. I watched the daytime panel. So I thought it was going to be like the daytime panel. So when people say, well, why would you even do this? Well, why would you, I see some trolls, but whatever. Why would you even sign up for this? Well, it was the daytime panel. So I patterned it off of that. I thought that was going to be that. So, anyway, let's get into it. We start the panel. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. I was having fun. Sometimes the topics will get a little heavy. But I felt like God had me there to do something, to bring levity to the situation, to add some humanity, something. And I would get not benefits, but I would get confirmation. Like one time I shared about an abusive relationship that I was in and how you got to choose yourself. And people would inbox me or email me and say, hearing you say choose yourself helped me. Hearing you say choose yourself really resonated with me, since you're doing God's work. Every time I would think about leaving, somebody would say, we need you. Your voice is important. And so I would stick it out. So let's get into these receipts, right? And I'm going to start with what I like to go off what my topic said. Lies, jealousy, and evidence, and that's how we're going to go. Lies. This was the first lie. Oh, some people didn't know I was leaving, or we had a different arrangement. Let's talk about the arrangement, right? May 17th, I called Monica. I covered up her number. I'm respectful. Y'all probably can't see because my phone has this weird font, but it was a 15-minute call. And that was me being respectful and professional, even though we did not have any agreements in writing. Ever since January, she's been promising me a contract that never came. So I'm still trying to be professional. May 17th, I called to give a 2-week notice. Hey, Monica, May 31 is going to be my last show. I'm done. You know, oh my God, this is her. Oh my God, what am I going to do without you? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I don't know, you know, and well, what's going on? And I was like, you know, time constraints. And that is a big part of it. That's one big reason. My daytime job, like everything is ramping back up. I won't still just be working from home. So daytime job, everything that I had worked for last year to lose weight, I wasn't getting my workouts in the same. I was only getting so many hours of sleep because I got my daytime job. Then I'm on here. And yes, now whether people like it or not, I have my own platform. So I was letting my subscribers down because I wasn't able to put out content because y'all, these videos take, unless you're going live, like the videos, the Married at First Sight, the things that I was doing take hours to film and edit and blah, 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 you know? So it was like, okay, everything is slowing down. Like, so I just, my output in April wasn't that good. My output in Monica wasn't good. I mean, in May wasn't good. So I'm just like, you know what? I need to I'm doing too much. My life is out of balance. As much as I like to believe I'm Superwoman, you can't do everything. So I decided to say, I did my pros and cons list. I'm a big person. In terms of making lists, I made my list. The cons outweighed the pros. And so it was time to move on. And I kept it respectful. I kept it, girl, time commitments, this is this. She said, okay, since I can't, she said, well, what do you think about only doing 1 or 2 days a week? And I said, well, to be honest with you, I would only be interested in maybe 1 day a week. I'm not going to commit more than 1 day a week on my time. And she said, okay, well, what about Fridays? And then she was like, well, Fridays, but then also if we have an after dark or if we have a versus or if we have some, a watch party. So still adding more to the plate. And so I said, okay, what would be the compensation for me to give up every Friday of my month? And she said, oh, well, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. And then she said, I have a lot going on. I'm not going to bring the person into it, but she said she had a lot going on. It was a lot going on with her blog. So cool. She would call me back in 2 to 3 days. Also in the conversation, she asked me who do I think would be a possible replacement? And I said, well, Princess is your most consistent person and people really like her commentary, but I'll get into that a little later. Some stuff happened behind the scenes, so I know that may not be an option. I also said the Andrew Reese guy who calls in sometime. I also said maybe Queen Tulsa. I gave a couple of names. Crown by Bria. but I know Crown by Bria is a hairdresser and works. This lady, April, who calls in is really dope. I know April works. So I was like, I don't know, but those are some options. So we left off of maybe I'll do Fridays, but what is the compensation? Right? She says, I'm going to call you back in 2 to 3 days. Let me think about that. That was May 17th. Do y'all see another call after that? No. So in lawyer terms, you offer an acceptance before there is a contract. I asked you about my money. You never gave me a response. Now let's look at these text messages. Never texted me to say, hey, I know I said I was going to call you in 2 or 3 days, but I haven't been able to. Nothing. This was from Friday, May 28th. You can't really see it again, this font on my phone, but I'll read it to you. Hey, Monica, I will be a little late tonight. I'm having technical difficulties. I'm on the phone with Cox trying to troubleshoot now. She says, oh no. Okay, sis. I hope you get it worked out soon. Then she says after the show, hey, I didn't announce anything because I want to chat whenever you're free this weekend sometime. So if there was no announcement to make, why, if you didn't know anything, if it was so off guard, if you had a different thought of what we were going to do, where was the announcement? What announcement were you going to make? This is what you're saying, not me. Hey, I didn't announce anything because I want to chat. You already were supposed to call me 2 weeks ago. You never called me. Okay, cool. I said, okay, I'm available tonight because lots of people have anxiety and depression, including people sitting on that panel that was throwing shade last night, but that's cool too. I don't like when someone says, hey girl, I got to tell you something. No, tell me now. Don't tell me later. Tell me now. And so I said, oh, I'm available tonight. I'm going out of town tomorrow, which was Saturday, and I won't be back in town until sometime Sunday. She says, can I call you Sunday evening because I'll be out and about with, let me see, what is this thing in the way? Anyway, I'll be out and about with the fam celebrating a graduation. You can see it over here. Enjoy your weekend. I said, sure, you enjoy your weekend too. And then Sunday, when I got home at 8:27, I said, hey, I'm back at home whenever you are ready to chat. She says, okay, cool. Give me 30 minutes. I'm still waiting on that phone call as of today. So she didn't call me Monday. She didn't call me Friday when I said I was available. She hasn't called me in the 2 weeks to talk about the compensation that we talked about. And because of how the show left Friday, and this is how I know God wasn't playing with me. God had been telling me to leave. I finally put in the 2-week notice to leave. But last week's shows, like Tuesday through Thursday, when people were like joking about me and Bishop and stuff, those were fun. I was having fun again. So part of me was like, well, maybe I can do Fridays. Maybe I can, come and say, do some legal commentary, right? Because what she didn't know is that I had already decided that I probably was not going to be able to do Fridays. I wasn't going to give up every Friday of my month. But she didn't call me back to finish the deal. And because of how we left Friday, people were like, oh, you're mad. You're in your feelings. Again, I don't know if people just don't know how to read me. Nothing we do on this show makes me mad. I like to debate. I'm a passionate debater. I've been debating my whole life. So I was passionate about the position I was taking, but I wasn't mad. Once we started talking, other people started calling in and we were wrapping up, I was fine. So when the comments started coming through, there was a lot of like, let's get to the rest of it, right? So when comments come through, I'm talking about the comments after the show, not the live chat. Comments come through after the show. I started noticing maybe a month, 2 months ago, that comments favorable to me were being deleted. And at first I thought I was tripping. But being the attorney that I am, I had to start taking screenshots because I wanted to make sure I wasn't tripping. And sure enough, comments that were favorable to me were being deleted. And so Friday, after the Lizzo and Judge Joe Brown thing, almost all of the comments where people agreed with me, now not all of them, she's not dumb, she leaves some of them, but all of them, you know, she's not going to delete all of them, but most of the ones where people agree with me are deleted. Now, the people that were like, Plez is in her feelings, or Plez is trying to take over your show, and blah, 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 those were kept up there. Those were allowed to stay. But certain comments that are negative towards Skool Boi or Marcella get deleted. So if you're going to be the mom of the family or the head of the family, you got to be fair across the board. And I was tired of seeing the inconsistencies. And I never said nothing. I never showed my hand. I never said, Monica, you're doing this and you're doing that, and that's unfair because I'm a grown woman. What God has for me is for me. I don't care how you try to block it. And what's messed up is I bought into this. We're a family. We want to see each other grow. We want to see each other shine. And my mama always said, people want to see you do well, but never better than them. And I'm mad at myself. I'm mad at me because I ain't do nothing to these people. When y'all look at this call log, when does Monica call? From January to April to May 17th. That's months of not talking to anybody. So you know what? I then understood this is a business. So I show up, I log in, I clock on, I'm on time, I give my commentary. We're not friends. This is a business. And we might kiki and laugh on Instagram back and forth, and that's cool. And people misread my energy all the time. Well, you're standoffish or you're stuck up. No, I'm an introvert. I can be extroverted sometimes, but I'm really at my core an introvert. I'm an empath. I take on energies. So when people would joke and say, Plez, I'm going to come meet you. I'm going to come hang out with you. I'm like, no, you're not. I don't know you like that. And that's no shade. I don't know you. Why am I going to cozy up with someone who clearly doesn't like me? You can hide it all you want. You can fake it all you want. You can like and leave your snide comments in my comments all you want. You can come over here and throw a few dollars in super chats if you want, but you don't like me. And I saw that a long time ago. I just sat on it. I don't have to call you out on everything. It ain't worth it. That's water off my back. And I was trying to be a part of the family. I was encouraging people. And this has nothing to do with Bishop. Let me be very clear. Bishop has been a great person to me. And I actually thought up until yesterday that Skool Boi was too. I thought this was somebody else orchestrating all of this. because the energy changed back in March when somebody else infiltrated. But now I see, I don't know. You know how she loves to quote Nino Brown, cancel that B? This really feels like, I don't know which one, Marcella or Skool Boi, somebody, or both, I don't know. Somebody is like what Ice-T was to Nino and G Money. You can't trust me, but you can trust them. And he got in. An undercover detective got in and eliminated all the competition and took Nino down. So before all of that happens, I don't know. I don't know which one it is, but let's get back into this evidence. So the jealousy, we went through the lies. So there was no other agreement. You asked, I said I would consider what would my payment be, and I've never gotten a response. 2 weeks later, people sit on live and show their hand all the time. Oh, I talk to this person every day. I talk to that person every day. But you're too busy to call me or text me to say, hey, I know we were going to make, and if you wanted it to be a peaceful transition, if you wanted it to be a Plez is leaving, when I told you that back on May 17th, May whatever, you had 2 weeks to say, hey y'all, Plez is leaving, we're looking for her replacement, blah blah blah. So I'm supposed to wait, and then you tell me, hey, I didn't make an announcement tonight, I want to chat this weekend. Then you don't chat. Oh, and I forgot, Monday came, she's posting on YouTube, made this mashup video of old stuff that we had already discussed. So you're clearly working. And I'm thinking, okay, we're going live Monday night. Because I said my last day, 2 weeks is 14 days. I wasn't talking business days. I was literally saying 14 days. So 14 days was Monday, May 31. So I'm thinking we're going live May 31. I never got a text to say, hey, y'all, I decided not to go live tonight. Everybody else did. So how was I supposed to know what was coming for me yesterday? I didn't know. So since I didn't know, I'm not dumb. I was born that night. It wasn't last night. So I said, I will make my own video and make my announcement, and I will keep it above board. Just like I told you, it was about time constraints. I'm going to keep it at time constraints. And that is what I did. I said I loved everybody. I wished everybody well. And the crazy part is I still do. Because that's my heart. I wish y'all well. I want the channel to continue to grow. And y'all, please hear me. Don't go over there trolling them people. Don't go over there making no comments on my behalf. If you love me or like me the way you say you do, leave me out of it. I wanted to walk away clean. Let me go. People like to think they made you, and what I know what's hard for some people is you're a vessel. So thank you, Monica, for the opportunity. I've thanked you many times in public and in private, and there are many lives that attest to that. Thank you for giving me an opportunity. Thank you for giving me a door. But honestly, God brought me here. You gave me an opportunity, but I still got to do the work. And I'm trying to do the work, and I did the work for you. I showed up every night, unless I absolutely couldn't. If I was going to be late, I gave advance notice. I never did anything to anybody. I have never had private conversations with anybody on the panel outside of Monica and Bishop when me and him were getting ready to do a collab. I have not talked crap about anybody. All of this, you think you all of that. She egotistical. She want to take over. I have never done that. I've never said that. But I guess it's just me. It's just me giving my opinion, or me speaking the way I speak, or me, I caught the shade about somebody, was gracious enough. Y'all, please stop sending me this stuff. To send me the shade about, you're mad about 3 hours, but you talk for 3 hours. I'm long-winded. Guilty as charged. That's not an ego thing. My mama long-winded. My whole family is long-winded. But as the quarterback to the team, that is when you step in and say, you know what, y'all, just like we did 2 to 3 minutes for the callers, I'm going to hold y'all to 3 to 5 minutes. So set yourself a timer or look at your live clock, 3 to 5 minutes, that's it. Or we have 3 topics tonight. I'm only going to ask your for your feedback on this topic, or I'm gonna ask you and you, whatever. Split it up where everybody gets to talk on 2 topics, whatever. But it's not my platform. I'm not the host. And then if I do give those type of suggestions, if I do step in and try to streamline and make things better, then again, I'm trying to take over. I'm damned if I do, damned if I don't. So I saw the writing on the wall and I decided to let it go. And how does that hurt you? Because I decided to walk away. You say I talk too much? Fine. I just did you a favor. You say I overtalk everybody? Fine. I just did you a favor. You say I'm egotistical. I think I'm all of that. Fine. I just did you a favor. And the funny part is, you don't do that with your daytime panel. Because you value DJ Richie Sky. You value Buffy. You value Amir. You value Monique in their time. So you cut those short. Right? All right. So let's talk about this jealousy. I'm going to give y'all the timeline, right? Everybody starts, well, Bishop already had his own channel. Everybody starts their channels around January. I started my channel, but was doing research on how to put videos together and edit and blah, blah, blah. So I didn't do my first video until February 14th, Valentine's Day. The second or third video I did was the video where I talk about how I lost my baby. So the stillbirth video took off. And I didn't understand. I was like, oh, wow. Like, it surprised me. I didn't know the video was going to do that well. So the video is climbing. Because of that video, I'm gaining subscribers. I'm gaining watch hours. And so I had set little goals for myself. Like I wanted to be monetized by my birthday, which was April 19th. But I actually got monetized on March 15th or 16th, one of them. And y'all, I struggled with that decision to announce that I had reached monetization. I struggled with it because I know human nature. And I know that it's hard when people see somebody else who they think is in their same lane growing faster than them. And I really almost did not post that I had been monetized. However, I felt that that would be unfair to my supporters and the people who got me there. And it really wouldn't make sense because you can clearly see the ads on the videos. So I made the post. Schoolboy congratulated me. I thanked her and I encouraged her that she's gonna get there, right? After I got monetized March 15th, 16th, school teacups that were there, No, on Friday, March 26th, Skool Boi was out for her birthday, but that night we did a live and an after dark. In the after dark, So Debonair was there and Princess and some of the other people that had been rotating on the panel. At the end of the live, So Debonair decides that he wants to tell me something and says, Plez, God led me to tell you this. You have a gift. You're going to go far. He's taking you places. Look at how fast you're growing. Look at how much you're doing. When people come to All About the Tea, they come for you. I mean, yeah, they come for Monica, but after Monica, they come for you. It doesn't matter what Skool Boi say or what I say or what Marcella says or what Princess says. They come for you. And I'm like, again, I'm an introvert. I have been getting certain attention since I was a little girl, and I have never liked it because I know what this type of attention does. It breeds resentment. It breeds it. So Debonair said that he was a little tipsy. So this speech that he was giving literally went on for like 45 minutes to an hour. And I was cringing. I kept saying, no, everybody's great. Skool Boi does her faces. When she's out, people are like, where's Skool Boi? Bishop has his hats and does the whiteboard. He's funny. When he's out, people say, where's Bishop? Princess can read down. When Princess reads, I can't do what Princess does. If I did it, it would come off fake because that's not how I talk. We all bring something different. So Debonair, you're strong in your points. Even though people might not agree with your points, you're strong in your points and your stance. You speak from a gay male perspective. I'm not a gay male. It was all part of the secret sauce, right? And I thought that was great. And I kept trying to push it off. Bishop and his friend Ronan were on that after dark, and they saw how uncomfortable I was. They kept trying to interject and say, nah, so Debonair, everybody, we all, they kept trying to do it. Marcella said something was going on with her internet and she got off, but she was still in the chat watching. And Monica will mute anybody at any time. And she did not mute him. She let him keep doing this for 45 minutes to an hour, to a point where I was crying. The people that were on the after dark, no, I started, like, tears started coming out of my eyes because I'm like, please stop. Please, like, I'm glad you like me, but please stop. My mama started me public speaking when I was 7, 8 years old. I would be in somebody's church saying Maya Angelou's a phenomenal woman and all this stuff. And grown women would say, she thinks she all that. Her mama thinks she all that. Her mama thinks she the only one can be in the program and do something at the church. And then it would trickle down to their kids. And so then I would get into school and not have friends because people are like, you think you all that. You think you, and I don't think that. I'm regular. I'm just trying to be me. I like to write. I like to read. I like to speak. I like to debate. I like to help people. I'm not trying to be better than anybody or different. And I thought, okay, I'm a kid. It'll go away. When I got to law school, same thing. I made moot court. I made trial ad. She made moot court. I had to argue on. She does this. She gets everything so easy. What? I don't make those distinctions. Other people make those distinctions. I don't care. It's only 40 black people in the class. I'm happy it's more black people on moot court with me. I don't care how you got here, girl. We made it. We here. Let's celebrate. Grad school, 30 years old. You got an A on the paper. How you got an A? I had to learn to not talk about my grades. We grown. Why are we comparing grades? And this, 37, 38 years old, and I thought we were building a family. I thought we were cheering each other on and helping each other and supporting each other. And in everything, some of the stuff So Debonair was saying, he was like, yeah, because I'm not on Twitter. He was like, yeah, me, Schoolboy, Princess, we are in group chats. People are in group chats that I'm not a part of. Wasn't asked to be a part of, wasn't approached to be a part of. People are just talking unbeknownst to me. And we see how you're going. We see how you're growing. And I before then, I kind of felt it. So I had cut my subscriber count off because I'm not your competition. I know it's hard if you see somebody else moving faster than you, but we all get where we're going to get when God wants us to get there. And I mean, what do you want me to do? Stop it? Like, I don't know what you want me to do. And so when this happened, I was so mad. Me and So Debonair did talk on the phone. After that, nothing was said about the other people. He wanted to apologize because he didn't realize he was making me so uncomfortable. So exactly what I'm explaining to you is what I explained to him. This is why this makes me uncomfortable. This has been a pattern in my life, and I know when these things happen, it turns people against you. It sows discord. And although he was the one saying all of this stuff, some kind of way it gets pushed back on me. Like I'm the one who said it. You think you all that. You did that. I didn't do that. He said that. I tried to talk against it. So that was that Friday night going into Saturday morning. Sunday, we do the shows to review Bell Collective. So Sunday, March 28th, we do the shows to do Bell Collective and Love and Marriage Huntsville. And so when y'all come into this StreamYard thing, you're in the backstage. You're not up on the screen. Like the host has to add you up. So I guess Schoolboy, Bishop, Marcella got there before me. Monica had them on the screen. I could hear Monica like in the background doing some other stuff, I guess getting stuff together. And I guess she didn't see me there. So I could hear, when you're in the backstage, you can hear the people on the screen, but they don't know you're there and they can't see you. So Marcella was telling Schoolboy and Bishop, I just want y'all to know I called So Debonair and I had a long talk with him and told him that I did not appreciate what he did Friday night with Plez and how he was giving her all of that attention and praise. And it made me feel like crap. It made me feel like, why am I even sitting over here? It made me feel like she's the only one who gets attention and support. And I'm like, oh, I just shook my head because I knew it was coming. I knew. And here it is, not a day later. So Monica finally sees me. She brings me up where they can see me. And Marcella didn't run from it. I'll give her that. She said, Plez, well, I just want to let you know, I called So Debonair because I didn't appreciate what he did. And I was like, yeah, I didn't either. I was very uncomfortable. I started crying. And Bishop attested to that. He was like, yeah, she did. And Monica's like, what? I didn't see that. How you didn't see it? People in the chat saw it. Y'all made Plez cry. So she was like, okay, y'all, we have to start the show. So we start the show, and one of the super chats comes through, and it was like, oh, all about the tea. I love y'all. You know, this is my favorite guilty pleasure, blah, 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 something like that. And Marcella was like, yeah, all of us. I'm like, I thought we just squashed this backstage. How am I being held accountable for what somebody else is doing? And she just didn't know. Like, but I let it roll off my back. I didn't even challenge her. I just chuckled to myself, like, girl, I don't know what to tell you. I didn't do it. I didn't say it. And so I called some of my close friends, and I said, you know, I'm really struggling with this. A lot of drama has popped up with this stuff, and I'm just not a drama person. But I also feel like maybe this is a lesson I need to learn because I keep having this happen in my life. So my defense mechanism is to run, is to quit, is to avoid. So maybe I need to sit in this. Maybe God is trying to teach me something that I'm not getting. So I stayed. And then it was like, okay, you know, I don't know if this is a lesson I'm not getting. I don't know if this is my cross to bear. I don't know, but it's a lot. It's heavy. I don't want it. So the next week, not even the next week, somewhere around April 2nd, April 3rd, is the live where Marcella and Skool Boi get into it on live, and it's palpable, and everybody sees it. So Monica says, yeah, it's some stuff happening behind the scenes. Me and Bishop are like deers in headlights because we don't talk to the people outside of the business of the show. We didn't know what was going on. So Monica is like, okay, we'll go backstage and we'll have a talk. So we go have this talk. I'm not going to get into the talk. I could be. I ain't going to be dirty. I'll let people say whatever they want to say because I don't know what they're saying. I see y'all saying somebody else's live. I don't care. I'm speaking my truth. If she want to speak hers, cool. I'm talking about why I left. And ain't none of this, I have never said to them. So they don't know why I left. Can't nobody tell you why I left but me. Anyway, we get behind the scenes though. And basically it amounts to there's a lot of back and forth between Princess, Skool Boi, So Debonair, and Marcella. And they're explaining all of this to me and Bishop and Monica. And I hear a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I heard you've been talking about me. Marcella said, I heard you don't like me. Who told you that? They say you don't like me. Who is they, Marcella? I like you. I've never said I didn't like you. Who said that? So I don't know if it's the, I read your face. People can't read my face. And I've never verbally said to anybody that I did not like you because I like Marcella. I think she's fun. Does she say the things that I would say? No. But I think she's a fun lady. What I don't like is a messy, evil spirit. And I don't know who it's coming from. I don't know if it's Monica. I don't know if it's Skool Boi. I don't know if it's Marcella. But I know when she showed up, that's when the ish hit the fan. And it could just be timing. Because as I've been told by somebody who was in those conversations, Skool Boi was allegedly, this is what that person said, not me. Skool Boi was allegedly very upset that I got monetized before her. And again, I don't know what you want me to do about that. And that when I got monetized, I started feeling myself. If I was feeling myself, I would go live every day. I would make a video every day. I made 3 videos in May. I might have made enough to make the $100 threshold that YouTube requires for you to get paid. If monetization really mattered that much to me. And it doesn't. I'm here to tell you. So if y'all go, because I know y'all gonna watch, y'all can watch. I hope y'all are watching so you can hear from the horse's mouth. I do not think I'm all of that. I was not egotistical. I was not feeling myself because of monetization. You don't start off making thousands of dollars as a YouTuber. I'm not even putting in the work to make thousands of dollars. This is not what this is about for me. And the crazy part is there is enough money, attention, fame. If you want fame, I don't want fame. Success, whatever you want in this world, y'all, there is enough of it for all of us. You don't have to try to demean other people to get it for you. I didn't do that. That was y'all projecting that on me. Y'all felt like that. Or maybe some of these comments felt like that, but I didn't feel like that. And so I will say this, y'all, for whoever's the replacement or just moving forward, do me a favor. Whenever y'all make comments, just show your support to the person you are commenting on. Y'all don't have to say, Plez the only one up here making sense. Just say, I really like what Plez has to say. Because whatever you say gets put on the other person, unfortunately. I didn't say any of these things. I felt we made a really good team. And I tried my best to tote the line and to stay. Because I knew there were people out there counting on me and who really appreciated my perspective. But I couldn't. it was too, it had gone on for too long, and I had not said anything until today. But anyway, let me get through this, show y'all these receipts. So that happened. And so after this powwow happens about allegedly what Princess said about Skool Boi and what Marcella did, blah, 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 me and Bishop just sitting there like, huh, what? Okay. And then allegedly So Debonair said some stuff about me, and y'all are internet friends. At the end of the day, it's disappointing, but I'm not finna sit here and whatever. Okay, I'm fine. They apologized. Princess and So Debonair came in and apologized. We confronted them about the alleged things. They apologized. I was fine with both of them after that. So then after that, I found it very interesting that once before all of that happened, So Debonair, Princess, and Marcella were like rotated in and out as guest panelists. After this fallout, Marcella is now a permanent panelist. There was no talking about it. There was no discussion, and it's fine. That's your platform. You can put who you want to put on it, but if you're going to say we're a family, the family gets no input. We don't know the topics that we're going to discuss until we see the link on YouTube. There is no behind the scenes. It's, hey, here's a link. And maybe that's to get genuine commentary. I don't know. But okay, I didn't complain. It is what it is. So that's when I was getting ready to leave at first. Because I'm like, this is too much. I don't like drama. I didn't sign up for all of this. But I stayed. Should have left, stayed. Then my birthday comes. And they're nice again. Monica gave me a very nice private bash party. Thank you again for that. I thanked her back then. I'll thank her again. That was very nice. And I felt, wow, maybe we are a family. Maybe they do like me. This was fun. Thank you so much. Right? Great. End of April, the Apple Watch things happens. I didn't even know who Apple Watch was, y'all. I haven't watched Love and Hip Hop in so many years. I was just giving my commentary on the videos that were presented. And I tried to keep my commentary above board as always. So that's where I left it. And then Apple got on, was going off. I wasn't going to go at Apple's neck because I could see where she was. You got to meet people where they are. So I said what I could say to her, and then it was fine after that. So Monday comes, Tuesday comes, Monica just says, oh, I have a surprise interview tonight. And back at that time, I thought it was Melody Hope because she was out making the rounds, but we didn't know who it was. So when we log on and she introduces the person, I had said in my intro that it was raining here because it was, and she brings the person on, and I'm like, oh my God. When it was revealed that it was this person against Apple Watch. And I literally debated with myself the whole time that lady was up speaking. I'm going to drop off. I'm going to say that the rain got too bad. I'm going to drop off. If you look back at the video, I actually did drop off when she tried to bring us back in. Then I thought about it and I was like, no, you the voice of reason. You got to be there to level the playing field or whatever. So I stepped back in. But that was a blind side that I did not like. And that was the final, I gotta make a decision. And I kept toying with the decision. And when you toy with stuff, God is going to make it very clear. So over the next week, I was toying with it. And then finally, me and Bishop were doing our collab. So we talked about that. And then I decided on Monday, May 17th, I was going to do it and do my 2 weeks notice. So that's what I did. Now, when I talked about the favoritism. So this is from the Lizzo show, right? Somebody wrote, thanks, Plez, for such a true and intelligent perspective. That was deleted. But the love, love, love Plez was kept. Again, she's not going to delete all of them. But then this one, here's the point I think is being missed by Monica and highlighted by Plez. You don't have to personally like or be attracted to Lizzo's body type to afford them the same basic respect and courtesy that you'd extend to someone smaller. Moreover, there's a constructive way to discuss obesity, blah, blah, blah. But basically, that was a very good comment that basically highlighted what I was trying to say in my emotional and in my feelings type way, and that was deleted. And I just thought that was super unfair, that the stuff that people agree with me on gets deleted, but the stuff when people are disparaging me is kept. And the stuff that's disparaging other people is deleted most of the time. Now, again, not all of the time. So don't nobody come back saying, nah, she don't delete all of. I didn't say all. I said a lot. This one happened May 17th when we did May 20th, when we did the Caesar show. And this was after I made that decision on May 17th. And this helped me solidify that I really have to go. So I put them side by side so y'all can see the deletion between Jamal Prowell and whoever this is, Vicious V. SPF sincerely writes, between now and 10 years, I foresee Plez as a judge in some court and TV court. Highlight this comment and thank me later. Smooches. When I went back a few hours, like an hour or so later, there were only 25 comments, and that comment is gone. Jamal Prowell and Vicious V. Now, how does somebody saying that I would be good to be a TV court judge, how does that offend you? How does that hurt you? None of y'all are attorneys. So how does somebody speaking life into me hurt you or your platform? Like that's as basic as day. I see maybe deleting the things where people are pitting me against somebody else, but somebody saying, I see this for you? Like, come on, man. This T.I. and Tiny one. Again, I don't know if it's just me or the fact that I have my own opinion and I will say what I agree. Sometimes I agree and sometimes I don't. I'm never there trying to be different or give a different opinion. I give my honest thoughts on whatever is presented. So somebody wrote, T.I. and Tiny did not confess. Plez even said it twice. That was deleted. I mean, just basic. GD, Plez is always on point, period. That was deleted. The next person, I completely agree with Plez. There wasn't a confession. That was deleted. This one shows the favoritism. Now, whenever somebody says something off kilter on the panel, I always kept my mouth shut. And when I say off kilter, I mean off kilter for me. Because as I know, I'm a guest. I'm not the host. And unfortunately, what was happening was people were telling me, I got all kinds of DMs. You should speak up. That wasn't fair. You should say something. We expect more from you. You're the, you know, whatever you are, you're the voice of reason. You're this. You should say something. Y'all, I am damned if I do, damned if I don't. If I say something, then I'm overstepping. I'm not the host. That's not my job. I'm trying to take over. And then when I don't say something, you should do better. You know better. You should tell them. I am not the panel police. I was not trying to be the panel police. And that's what I mean when I say it's hard to have, quote unquote, a gift or a calling because people expect more from you. Sometimes I just want to sit and kiki. I don't want to have to be the voice of reason. So what this shows is I never got in the live chat or in her comments and defended myself. Very, very rarely. Marcella is always defending herself verbally and in the chat. Schoolboy gets in the live chat and defends herself all the time. But I'm held to a different standard. So this person writes this comment directly to me. Dear Plez, I was so disappointed in you tonight. You're supposed to be the voice of reason out of the 5 of y'all. But instead, you continue to deflect from Marcella's comment and resulted in a childlike clapback to that one person who didn't have a PFP. I guess that's a profile picture. I don't know what that is. How can you say that to that person without a real PFP? They had no room to talk about appearances. I agree they didn't, but allowed Monica to do the same thing. The double standard of it all. Then you sat back and allowed Monica to make such ignorant generalizations of Africans. This live was honestly insulting. Do better, because that live wasn't it. I know you were trying to defend your friends, but that's a point where you're just enabling poor behavior. So I'm not loyal. I'm not a friend, but this person is clearly saying I was defending friends. Right? So I comment from, so you know it's coming from me. The very few times, because I can't say this is the only, but it ain't that many where I've ever responded to a comment. And I said, thanks for the feedback. Because I have been dealing with this for the last month or so. I got to be the person who step in and get everybody back on track. That's not my job, y'all. I was a guest. I was a panelist. Thanks for the feedback. I am not the panel police. I'm a guest on the platform, and I will not be chastising panel members. We all have our own point of view. Please stop expecting me to police what others say or do. I give my commentary and I speak for me. I was not clapping back or deflecting for anyone. I gave my opinion, which is that we were asked to, was someone an upgrade or attractive? I said, in my opinion, the person was not attractive. I meant to say attractive. I said attracting. My comment was not directed at anyone in particular. There were lots of comments that said something to the effect that we have no room to talk or criticize. And I was simply saying that I don't care if people find me attractive. If someone asked if I am attractive to them, they are free to give their opinion. I know that everyone is attracted to someone else. Therefore, it doesn't bother me if someone else thinks I'm unattractive. That's their prerogative. Other than that, as I've said before, I don't police grown people or their opinion. Please stop trying to place that duty or burden on me. Thank you. I defended myself once. This whole thread of comments was deleted. Why was this deleted? I gave a very respectful answer. I actually stood in a good place for the panel to say, hey, I'm not trying to shut down anybody else's fun. What's for them might not be for me, but I'm not going to say, y'all don't do that. Y'all stop that. That ain't right. I wasn't going to do it because, again, I'm going to get went off on because now I'm overstepping. This ain't your place. This Monica place. How dare you? Damned if I do, damned if I don't. Last one. The Keisha Lance Bottoms video. So this is an example of what I want y'all to stop for the next person. Schoolboy is regurgitating everything Plez said after saying she disagrees. I like her as a panelist, but she misses the mark and talks over folk, repeating the same things others have said. Now that was deleted because that was an attack against Schoolboy. And I actually understand why it was deleted. It is pitting me and Schoolboy against each other. So y'all, please stop doing that because it creates problems for the person that you are doing it for. Please don't, or whatever you're trying to convey. But this next comment was deleted. Plez is very intelligent, straight nose chaser, and very mature. Somebody commented and said, man, she is magic. Where's the Plez show? The crazy thing is I didn't even like her at first. LOL. I thought she was arrogant, but after this show, she has every right to be. That was deleted. Again, how somebody saying good things about me, how does that affect you? And if you're going to delete stuff like that, delete it across the board. Why is just the good stuff about me getting deleted? That's not fair. Then, again, this is one she kept. I agree with Plez about Keisha Lance Bottoms. Well said, so intelligent. And I know people will say, oh, well, it's not Monica. The moderators can delete too. They're acting at her directives. Either way, whoever it is. That's what was happening to me behind the scenes that y'all didn't see. That's what I have never Those are just examples. I'm done with that. Those are just examples. I have receipts. I have evidence. I've been gathering stuff for months because I kept trying to say, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe this ain't it. Maybe something else is going on. Maybe whatever. And if it is she thinks she thinking too highly of herself. Let's not, she can't see all of it. Whatever it is. Like, what? And if you thought I was thinking highly of myself, why didn't you call me, sis? Why didn't you reach out to me, sis? From January to April? You've never called me and said, Plez, you might say it on the panel, Plez, is something going on with you today? Is something wrong? If you really are concerned about what's going on, or if I feel a certain type of way someday, you don't call me and say, hey, is something wrong? Is something? No, you let these people fill your head, and I don't know which one it is. I don't know which iced tea person it is trying to tell you that I was trying to take your platform and trying to overshadow you and trying to be better for you. I was trying to do my best to represent myself and the team. I didn't get online and say, I'm going to overshadow people. I didn't get up there to say, I'm going to disagree with them just to disagree. I'm going to, there's a bottom to my petty. I also heard that one. I was self-righteous because I didn't engage in certain things. How is that self-righteous? That's me having standards. I've said it on that platform many times. Many times. I have a bottom to my petty. I am not going to laugh at certain jokes, especially if I don't think that they're funny. But I never stopped y'all from laughing. I never stopped. So how is that being self-righteous? I just don't agree with certain things. The last thing is loyalty. Like I said in these, I've kind of already went through the loyalty part. But y'all can look at this call log. So the truth is, I was very supportive. May 17th is when I called to say, that's an outgoing call. I called to say I was leaving. May 6th was me calling Monica to check on her because I saw her Instagram page was down. April 22nd, outgoing call. Plez, as she already said online, called her, the first person to call her and talk for 15 minutes to congratulate her for making 100K. I was proud of you, sis. I was proud of you. I was proud to help you get there. I was the first to reach out and celebrate with you. But I'm disloyal? No, I'm a grown woman. I do loyalty. I don't do a cult. I am going to have my own opinion. I am going to have my own mind. I am going to have my own mouth. And that's what I thought we were there for. I thought we were there to give our honest opinions. I thought we were there to give our honest opinions and feedback. And because my opinion sometimes went against yours, I'm disloyal? I'm feeling myself? No, I'm giving my opinion. I don't post on social media all over the place. I'm not doing videos all day, every day. If I was worried about this monetization of this YouTube machine, that's what I would be doing. But I'm not. And I didn't. I'm about balance in my life. And I was unbalanced. Plus, I was being gaslit at every turn. Undermined. At every turn. I showed up every night. Truth. Talk about loyalty. I showed every night for you. Every night. And in the beginning, it was very much, Plez, I love your professionalism. You're always here. You're always on time. You're always ready to go. You look great. Every night, unless I absolutely couldn't. And when I couldn't, I gave you advance notice. If I was running late, I gave you advance notice. I never talk to anyone, as I've already said, outside of Monica until mid-May when me and Bishop talked, and at one time when me and So Debonair talked after his rant. I have never, so I'm going to look in this camera real close. Marcella, Skool Boi, Monica, I have never said a disparaging word about any of you all. I never said I did not like y'all. I never criticized what you all were doing. Like, I don't know who's feeding that. I don't know if that's your mental, because I got somewhere at some time, but I thought we were a family. I thought that's what you said we were building. And the last thing is, I already said it. I am loyal, but I can't be more loyal to you than I am to me. So if me choosing to leave is disloyal to you, then I'm sorry. I apologize. Because that is not what I was intending to do. I just wanted to, I saw that something behind the scenes was going on, and apparently somebody didn't like what I had to offer, what I had to say, what, I don't know, but I never thought, and when I made that post, I felt I was doing the right thing by saying, hey, I'm leaving, time issues, because that is what I told you. And that is what I wanted to keep it at. So where this other narrative comes from, I don't know. And honestly, I can't fight it. I'm not trying to fight it. But I could not let somebody sit and say, oh, she left because of mental health reasons, when there was no mental health reason. I didn't say that to you. We didn't discuss my mental health. If you cared about my mental health, you should have called to check in, sis, since we family. I made monetization in what, March? You didn't call to congratulate me. I think you sent me an Instagram message, which I was appreciative of. You were very nice to me for my birthday, and I thanked you for that too. But if you talk to other people all day, every day, and you don't talk to me, and I actually think you took offense to that, and I really do apologize for that. I thought we were family, but on a business arrangement. I kept it above board at all times. I never thought that because I didn't call you all the time, or because, one time she said, well, if you need help figuring out some stuff on YouTube, let me know. I'm a nerd. I research things. I like learning how to do things on my own. Furthermore, I don't like giving people the opportunity to say, I taught you everything you know, because I have a feeling that would have happened. So I just taught myself how to do whatever I was doing. Furthermore, I need to learn it for myself versus somebody feeding it to me. But there was never a slight against you because I didn't reach out for help. Oh, the other thing was when I went live with my friend about the COVID vaccine stuff, she said, you didn't tell me you were going live. Well, I mean, if you're subscribed to my channel, sis, you would have got a notification. But furthermore, I didn't know I had to tell you. Skool Boi had been going live, I think, since January. Bishop has been going live all the time because he was on YouTube before all of us, or had an active YouTube channel before all of us. And they never came in the group chat and said, hey, y'all, I'm going live. So I didn't know that was a rule. The rule got special for me, I guess. I got to notify people when I'm going live. And so after that, I started to say, hey, y'all, I'm going live. But I never did anything with the intent that I'm going to slight y'all or I'm over here. I was just over here in my own lane because that's how I operate. I, for the most part, I do things for myself alone. And honestly, it's because of this. I'm not going to cry again. The walls that I have put around myself is because of this. It always happens. Every time I think I'm in a good place, every time I think I'm with some good people and we're just supporting each other and growing and cultivating, it turns into a competition. So, Monica, Schoolboy, Schoolboy, Marcella, I am not y'all's competition. I made this video because I was basically forced to make the video because y'all said I had mental health issues. And Marcella, the thing is, I knew it wasn't going to stop. Marcella was going to sit up there and keep making snide comments, talk for 3 hours and then, complain about the 3 hours. And do you have a job? We don't want to interfere with your day job. Really? Why? When I kept it very cute, very professional, as I always try to be. Gave a 2-week notice. We had no obligations in writing. I was being professional and gracious. And I get spit in the face once again. One more thing I want to share with y'all, and then I'm going to get off of here, is this came up literally the day after I told Monica I was leaving, and she said, can you just stay 1 or 2 days? And we talked about maybe Fridays. This came up on my Facebook feed, and I knew it was yet another message from God that I could not ignore. Queen, the time has come to make some definite, clear decisions. You must assert your independence, not in a forceful, masculine way, but in a way that honors who you are as a woman of great purpose and character. Commit to releasing anyone or anything that does not add value to your life, especially the people around you with hidden agendas. You deserve better than that. And until you make room to receive greater, you will not attract what you deserve. The Queen Code. If y'all don't follow the Queen Code on Facebook, y'all need to, because she's dope. But for y'all that liked me there and wanted me to stay and were sad to see me go, I apologize. To anybody I have hurt, knowingly or unknowingly, I apologize. I did not intend to be such a distraction or whatever, but I had to do what I had to do. I had to choose me. I can't be more loyal to you and be disloyal to me. And I actually thought I was doing you a favor. Less comments to delete. Less time talking. Someone who will, you don't have to worry about somebody sitting up there with RBF or not joining in on the fun. I can only be me. I can't laugh and join in on things that I don't find funny. but I didn't try to stop your fun. The last thing is, like I said before, Monica, Skool Boi, and Marcella, I am not your competition. Was never trying to be in competition. I was just out here trying to do something that I love to do and talk about the things that I love to talk about. Have fun my own way. I don't copy off of anybody. I don't try to imitate anybody. And the problem with group things like this is anything that you do is seen as a slight to the other person. Well, if you go live and this person going live and there are only so many hours in a day, y'all. I got to pick a time sooner or later. Well, you getting merchandise and that person got merchandise. You know how many people sell shirts? Do you really think you the only person that people ask for merchandise? I get emails and messages all the time asking for merchandise, asking for the lip line, asking for this. Y'all, it's coming. I am kind of slow. I'm not gonna lie. Because of prior issues, I'm a bit of a control freak. I like to be in control of whatever my name is going on. I'm doing the designs. I'm doing the designs on who will be the supplier and blah, blah, blah. But I know that I don't have to rush it. And I try to encourage other people who are like, I'm not getting this. I'm not getting that. I'm not getting this. I'm not getting that. And say, it's coming. It's coming, sis. It takes us a little longer. It took me long as hell to do all kind of stuff. I'm not married. I don't have no kids. But I know what God has for me is for me. And what he has for you is for you. And there is enough of it out here for all of us. It did not have to be like this. But like I said, I'm done. I love y'all. But please, don't come with the back and forth. Don't come inboxing, emailing, messaging. Whatever is said is going to be said. I gave y'all the black and white, honest truth, my truth on why I left. I laid out my case as a pseudo attorney, as a fake attorney, but more importantly, as Plez. And I'm not telling y'all to leave from over there. If you like it, go support them. I also felt like I could leave because the train is in motion. We got you to over 107K people. Because when we started this panel, you had your subscriber count off. So we don't even know where you started. Let's say around 60K. You cut it on in February at 75K. And then in April, 2 months later, you were over 100K as a family. And I supported and cheered you on all the way. So I didn't think me leaving was going to have any type of impact like that. Because the train is in motion. People are joining every day. People are going every day. It could have been a very great thing. Y'all, we're getting new blood because honestly, and maybe I looked at it wrong. I thought, I didn't think when we started this was going to be a lifetime thing. Did you? I didn't see myself doing this for 2 years. Honestly, I actually feel, you probably ain't going to take no advice from me, but I actually feel you need to rotate the panel every 3 to 6 months because people get tired of stuff in these YouTube streets. Keep it fresh, sis. Keep it fresh. You always say you like putting people on. You like helping people. You've helped 4, 5 people get off the ground. Help some more. But again, you didn't ask me for any of my opinions, and it wasn't my business, so I didn't push them on you. Because I don't want to be seen as the takeover or this or that. So I didn't. But it's common courtesies. It's keeping things to a certain time. The common courtesy that you give your daytime panel. It's letting people know, hey, we're going to talk about XYZ. You did it briefly on IG, and then you stopped. It's, you want to say I'm egotistical. I never, in my private life, anyway, I never say, hey, I'm Plez the attorney. No one does that. That invites legal questions and can you help my cousin do this? I don't do that. You did that. Plez, as the attorney on the panel, blah, blah, blah. And you didn't even give me the courtesy of saying, hey, Plez, I have some legal documents for the report tonight. Read over these and familiarize yourself with them so that I can talk to you about it. No, it was on the spot analysis. On the spot this. Read this right quick. And I flowed with it. Tried my best every time. When I made a mistake, I acknowledged my mistakes. But it began to feel more and more that you were trying to undermine me. Trying to figure out a way to say, look, she ain't that smart. Look, she ain't no real attorney. Look, really? And we're family? And I sat on it. I took it. So for all of y'all, I know. God gonna fight your battles, Plez. Don't worry about that. I understand. And I know he will. But I was tired. I have held it in too long. I have sat on it too long. And I was going to eat it, which was why I made my statement and exited yesterday. I kept my statement on point. I kept it professional. I kept it above board. I wish y'all well. I kept it. And you had to keep digging. You had to try to make your own narrative. So all I can tell y'all is it's lessons. Everything we go through in life is lessons. So if you see nothing else, if you learn nothing else, learn from me. Research who you're going into business with. People would send me things, and I try really hard to not just go by what other people say. I try to learn a person for myself. People would send me things about some Sherelle's World issue, some other issues. I told y'all in the beginning, the only two like celebrity gossip people I ever followed were Funky Dineva and DJ Richie Sky. I didn't know who Bondi Blue was until she came on our New Year's Live. I didn't know. So I didn't know who Sherelle's World was. I just thought it was some random stuff. Anybody can have anything versus anybody. So I didn't, I didn't get into that. I said I'm going to give her a chance myself. And, so have discernment. Do your homework. More importantly, go with your gut. When your spirit tells you to move, you move. If I had moved when my spirit told me, it still might have ended like this, but maybe not. I don't know. But my spirit told me to move when the energy changed, and the energy shifted for whatever reason back in mid to late March. I don't know why. I do find it very funny that it was right around when I got monetized, and then when So Debonair went on his rant praising me, and then the very next week, all of the things happened with Princess and Skool Boi and Marcella, and then all of a sudden, Princess and So Debonair are wiped out. And Marcella is now a permanent person. And that is the truth of the timeline. And after that, it started being, we're going to delete her stuff. We're not going to, it just started being nitpicky. When you're being bullied and gaslit, but like on the slick. The side comment. Oh, wait, one last thing. I was called disloyal because I don't delete all those comments that y'all leave saying that I'm better than this, or I'm this, or I'm that. So y'all, please, if you can, move it forward, just don't do that. Because, I mean, for me, I feel like I'm in a rock and a hard place. I don't know how to, some of the things, if they were just outright disrespectful, I would delete them. But if somebody says, I prefer you, you're my favorite, I mean, what am I supposed to do with that? If somebody says, I don't like this person's voice, I responded and said, hey, well, that's why there's a panel. There's somebody for everybody. What do you want me to do? But that's viewed as being disloyal. And that is why I'm telling y'all, to me, it felt like it wasn't loyalty. It was cultish. I got to agree with you. I got to go with you. You're not laughing when we laugh. You think you're better than us. You should join in too. I am 38. I don't give in to peer pressure. We're grown adults. But furthermore, like I said, and I'm going to wrap this up, I wish y'all the best. I wish all about the tea the best. I wish Monica the best. I wish Skool Boi the best. I wish Marcella the best. I wish Bishop the best. And that is the honest, genuine to God truth. I don't want to see people go down because I'm not there. I want all of us to grow and flourish. I just got to get clearly I'm a problem, so I'm going to back away, and I'm going to be over here in my own corner doing my own thing. Because honestly, like I said, I think God used that as the vessel, as the opening to say, hey, I told you to do something in 2018. I see you need a push. So here's the push. Get out there. People like you. People like what you got to say. Now do what I told you to do. And I started my channel, and I started, I did initially, I did my Scared of Beautiful video. I did my babies video. And then I started getting more into and I love reality TV shows, so that's not going to stop. But I started, reality, that's why I have to step back and rebrand and monitor it, because it's so many shows. I would be on here every day covering the show. And I don't want to do that. Honestly, I love y'all, but I want it to be a varied level of things. What I talked about in my video: mental health, physical health, financial health, wellness, just things that we can learn from each other, how to grow, how to walk in your purpose, how to be in your spirit, some legal topics, cultural things, might be a movie I like. I actually wanted to do a review of Coming to America, and I took too long to do it. But yeah, I'm a varied person, which is why, even though I talk about like my weight loss, I made a conscious decision to not jump into weight loss videos, because I didn't want this to turn into the weight loss channel. Because prayerfully, in a year or two, I won't be on the weight loss journey. So I didn't want to set people up to think that they're going to come here and see weight loss videos all day, every day. I'm not going to do what I eat in a day, what I ate last week, 10 things you can do to lose weight, 10 more things you can do to lose weight. No shade to anybody who does that. For some reason, when I say things, people take it as shade. That's not shade. I'm just telling you that's not what I want for my platform. I will do some of those, but it won't just be that. So, I've done I'm a researcher by nature. I've done market research. I know the best way to grow on YouTube is through a niche. Pick one and go with it. I'm not a pick one person, y'all. Like I said in my Instagram video yesterday, I'm a full person. I have fought to be a full person, and I want to show the fullness of the person. I want y'all to be full people or whatever you want to be. That's what I'm about. Growth. Being yourself. Even when people tell you you're an attorney, you shouldn't have no red in your hair, you shouldn't have no blonde in your hair. How you gonna do that? How you gonna look with that? The lipstick thing. Let me be very clear. When y'all see the lipstick line, don't come to me talk about no, Monica I told you to do that. Monica said that on the show. The first time Monica said, I want Plez to have her own lipstick line, I was shocked because she never said that to me before. If you're sincere and you want things for me, wouldn't you say that to me? We're not going to talk about her lipstick of the day anymore. It didn't bother me talking about the crayon case or Melania or Wet n Wild or Mac or whoever. But again, it's your platform. So when she didn't tell me she was going to start asking, I just answered the question. She didn't tell me she was going to stop asking. I just went with the flow because she didn't ask anymore. And then when somebody in the comments said, why you don't ask her no more? It's because I want her to have her own line. Oh, well, thank you. Maybe one day my family has wanted me to do a lipstick line since 2010, 2012. I do this. So don't think you told me to start making lipstick. No. I wore, I think, some lip gloss. And first of all, when I got into this thing, I was just in my work from home mode. I wasn't putting on lipstick because in mascara and stuff because I wasn't going to the office. So when you first started seeing me, I was very, plain, regular because I'm in the house in my workout clothes, working from home and working out sometimes. So I think it was the New Year's Eve show. I mean, it's New Year's Eve. Of course you're going to dress up and spruce up. And then January 13th was my sorority's Founders Day. I'm not going to wear my sorority's letters on YouTube. So I wore some red lipstick. And then I saw how people responded to it. And I'm a smart girl, so I continued to wear it. But that wasn't Monica saying, put on some lipstick, dress up, do it. No. That was, I didn't know what this was going to be. And then I saw what it was turning into. So I like to have a polished professional image. So I'm going to do that. I see y'all keep talking about she made a video. I don't know what to tell you. I didn't share. I knew probably something like that would transpire, which was why I only put my thumbnail up an hour before I went live. And they are more than free to give their perspective. But I'm telling you what I talked to them about was, and when I say them, I mean Monica. I didn't tell anybody else I was leaving. I told Monica. It is her job to tell her staff that I'm leaving. I told Monica I was leaving for time reasons, and that is one of the reasons. But since they tried to flip it and say mental health reasons and all of the other snide comments, I was forced to play my hand in black and white. Like I said before, this is the last time, first and last, that I will be addressing this. Why they didn't like me, why they felt I thought I was all of that, why they felt I was taking over, I don't know. If anybody got some texts or something they alleging that I said, they're lying, they're fabricated. I have not talked to anyone. I don't know Schoolboy's number. I don't know Marcella's number. I never really trusted Marcella, so she would inbox me things on Instagram, and I very rarely responded. Schoolboy never inboxed me outside of the group chats. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm a friend, if I'm a family member, you talk to everybody else on the phone, you haven't said, oh, Plez, what is this? Blah, 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 blah. I see y'all saying, tell us who Monica really is. I don't know. And so that's what y'all don't get. Like, that part honestly didn't bother me. It didn't. Initially, she felt like a very good person. Initially. And somewhere it changed. Somewhere it changed. So I don't know what to say, but she apologizing to who? Y'all stop. Y'all stop. Ain't never talked to me outside of nothing and you apologize. And people even left in the comments. The only person who congratulated me, or not congratulated me, but who said they were sad to see me go yesterday is Bishop. Schoolboy is always on Instagram. She didn't leave a comment. She didn't like. She didn't do nothing. And I had never done anything to that girl. In fact, prior to yesterday, I thought it was all Marcella. And I was trying to warn Tierra. Because I thought if they came for me, you are the next most popular person. They will come for you. And then later conversations, I find out, no, it's her too. It's her too. Mad because I hit monetization before you. And I encouraged you. I said, you gonna get there. I cut my subscriber count off because I didn't want people to feel pressure. And I would see her post like cryptic things. They want to see me fail. They pitting people against me. I'm like, who's they, sis? Who's they? If they pitting you against me, don't let them. Because I'm not your competition. Don't let somebody get in your mind like that. And that is why I worried about her. Because you want to make fun of mental health. Yeah, I started therapy in 2018 because I needed it. I know what it's like to feel like everybody against you. I know what it's like to have anxiety. I know what it's like to have depression. Those are normal, natural feelings, but you got to learn to check that. Especially unless you got somebody manipulating you and trying to say, then you got to get rid of that person. But if it's in your brain, like I said, it's normal human nature to look over on somebody else's paper. Oh, how'd they get that? How they coming that far? But then you got to check that in you and know that what's for you is for you. Can't nobody take it. So it's natural to say that. But the projection of she do this and she do that and she and when she look at the comments, I have my face out here. Part of learning how to be better is to look at feedback. That's why I was never mad when people would talk about us. I mean, let's be honest. You sit on the platform for 2 to 3 hours talking about people and you think that people ain't going to talk about you? I knew people were going to talk about us, but it's more positive than negative. So why focus on the negative? Why feel like you gotta get what you call it? Why feel like you I don't even know what I was saying, y'all. I don't know. I lost whatever I was saying. But I see y'all. I don't know. Okay, she can get her lawyer. They all said it. Mental health issues, what are your opinions? Oh, I think, she should take care of that. Come on, we all heard it. What are you talking about? And even if she didn't, everything I'm saying is my opinion. I said, I don't know where it started, but this is where I think it started. That is my opinion. And I showed y'all the evidence of what was happening. I wish everybody well again. Telling y'all's business. Whose business? There ain't no business to tell. You don't know me. I know what you want to tell. Okay. So, I guess that's it, y'all. I'm tired. I didn't want to go here, but it was literally sitting like a rock on my chest earlier. And that's all I can say. So those are my reasons why I left my truth of what I felt was happening to me, i.e. my opinion. It is what it is, y'all. I love y'all. I'll be back with another video, and I will never address this again. I don't care what happens moving forward. I am done. I love everybody. Like I said, I wish everybody well. Just let me go in peace. And I hope y'all do the same. All right. I love y'all. See y'all next time. Bye.
Hey, schoolboy.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. It's your girl Schoolboy here, back with another live. And I just want to clear the air on some things. Because this is the second night in a row. People are coming on here for clicks and views. And I'm not quite understanding what the issue is for the clicks and the views. I really don't understand, because we haven't done anything to this to Plez at all. We haven't done anything to Plez. Nothing that warrants all of this hoopla that we constantly get in online. We weren't even going to address her. I guess people are mad because they didn't get a proper send-off, and we didn't, I guess, give Plez what she wanted, which was her flowers or whatever. First of all, let's channel this back. 2 weeks ago, hey Monica, shout out to Monica in the chat. 2 weeks ago, it was stated to us. Plez told Monica 2 weeks ago on the phone, like she said in her video, that she was going to step back from the panel to come on every Friday. Fridays only to the panel. Okay? Fridays only to the panel. She at no point said to us that she was dismissing herself from the panel. She chose to quit yesterday without telling Monica a damn word. None of us on the panel knew anything about her quitting at all until she dropped that video yesterday. I was in my house minding my own business when she decided to do this. So she blindsided everybody on the panel. Plez will not sit out here and play like a victim, like we've done anything to her. We have done nothing but praise her. I have constantly shared her page on my page to get people to go over there to subscribe to her channel. I have never had anything malice to say to her, but this holier than thou attitude of acting like you're better than everybody, is ridiculous. Joycica, Asar, it's not, what's all the hostility? We're not becoming toxic. Plez made it toxic when she exited the way she did and dropped a video. What she could have did is, if she had respect for Monica, she should have called Monica and said, hey, I decided to quit completely. And not come back to the platform. Yes, she told Monica 2 weeks ago. What she told Monica 2 weeks ago is that she was going to Fridays only. So it's truth. I'm giving you truth here. I'm giving you truth. The negativity has been going from since she started this yesterday for clicks and views. That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm trying to reiterate to you guys, is that don't say that, oh, and let's be clear. And I also want to put this out here too. We get actually paid to be on this panel. We get paid. No panel on YouTube do you ever get paid. She wanted to do half the work and still get paid. Monica pays us. But I'm going to tell the truth and stop lying. Because the thing of the matter is, it is my fight. Because the thing is that you should be grateful that somebody gave you a panel to even speak on. Because let's be clear, when you start on YouTube, nobody comes out with as many followers as any of us have. A better Me Too, you're so messy, and I noticed that you're the problem. I'm not the one that's the problem. I'm not the one that's a problem. I can't keep friends. How about you check the people? I can't keep friends in relationships. Oh. Okay. People leave jobs. It's about the respect. When you leave a job, you don't disrespect other people when you leave the job. That's what I'm talking about. I wasn't shading anybody. I was making jokes. And let's be clear. And why is Monica not speaking for herself? Monica can come on here and speak if she would like to. But the reason why I'm coming out here and speaking is because every single night, she's the one doing this for clicks and views. Anybody that I have not been friends with anybody anymore, I've never got on any of my platforms and talked about them. None of them. And if anybody don't like this discussion being out here in the public, who did she disrespect? She disrespected when you leave a job and you do a 2-week notice. What you do is you let the person know that you're exiting. That's what happens when you let someone know that you're exiting. All weekend, Plez did not even tell Monica that she was leaving completely. We did not know anything until she dropped that video yesterday. And at the end of the day, if Plez wants to go out here to get clicks and views from you guys, that's fine. You guys can click and view for Plez all y'all want to. But at the end of the day, Plez is the one that started this mess. She didn't have to get on here tonight and address the truths and lies and jealousy. No one is jealous of Plez. We all have our own separate platforms. But the truth is, you cannot ask somebody to continue to pay you and do half the work and then sit up here and then disrespect someone's platform when you also want to have the accolades and respect back. I'm sorry. So yeah, I'm clapping back because I'm tired. I'm tired. We all have had the opportunity on All About the Tea. Let's be clear. We've all gained subscribers from it. We have all gained our channels from it. Respect somebody. And if you wanted to leave because you got what you wanted, which was your subscribers and your monetization, and you got where you wanted to do, then okay, do that. But you don't have to be disrespectful by saying, oh, it's this and it's that. You didn't have to say anything. And then you've left your comment section up so people can sit there and drag us unmercifully. And it's very sad that I looked in your comment section and people talked about us like junkyard dogs on the panel. But that's not how you do. That's not how you do people that are supposed to be family. That's not how you do family. Because let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell people, y'all see what's on the outside. Y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea what goes on. No, the proper farewell was she wanted somebody to farewell her. Well, first of all, we have to know that you're leaving in order to give you a farewell. How did we know that you were leaving until a video dropped? We didn't know. We can't give you a farewell to something, and we didn't know until the video dropped on her page. But if you go back to 2 weeks, back when this panel started in January, 2 months into panel, Plez was nice. Her demeanor changed about month 3. You have been telling that she don't want to be there. She's very monotone. She's taking a long time. She's disrespecting everybody else's ability to speak on the panel because she wants to overtalk everybody and be long-winded and just continue to be rude. She, on Friday, elevated and her voice got so elevated with Monica going back and forth. But when you say something about you need to protect your energy, it's my energy. I got to protect it from you. I'm addressing it because I choose to address it. Things change, but as a grown woman that's supposed to be an attorney and a professional, it's called pick up the telephone and let somebody know that things have changed. You don't drop a video without letting them know that, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. Because 2 weeks ago, she said she was going to 1 day a week, which was Friday. And at the end of the day, I don't care who don't like me in this chat. How do you know? She didn't tell Monica because Monica told me and Bishop 2 weeks ago. Monica keeps nothing from us. Her spirit is off. Ain't nobody else spirit off. Y'all just don't like me and Monica at all. Y'all just don't like me and Marcella, and that's fine. I don't care whose page you patronize. I'm just going to be honest. You're doing this for clicks and views, ma'am. You got 9,000 views yesterday before our show. Then you purposely get on tonight to talk about you want to address jealousy, truth, and lie. Baby, what God has for me, nobody else can take from me. But when you're being extra petty by lying to people, I knew 2 weeks ago that she didn't want to be on the show. Fine, we were all cool. Mods, anybody trolling, handle that. I'm not going back and forth with trolls in here. I'm not going back and forth with people. I'm telling the truth. She's showing receipts. I don't care what receipts she's showing, because Monica can get on her channel and show receipts too. But at the end of the day, she's showing receipts and doing all of this for what? If you wanted to talk about, and she is so classy based, and she's such this attorney, and she's this highbrow, she wouldn't have done what she done. So at the end of the day, the only reason why I'm saying this is because you're lying. This live isn't about her getting in front of me. The live is clearly tonight. Bishop is on all about Bishop is on Tea with Monique. And you're sitting here on 7:15 undermining us because you know what time that we go on to sit up here and to one block what he's doing over there. I'm not downgrading any of her accomplishments. When you start messed, you done it. It was wrong. And y'all can hold up and y'all can justify her all you want to. I don't care. I don't care at all. Monica said that she was going to call her. Monica was sick this weekend. Monica runs a business. She runs a blog. She has 4 kids. And she was tired. Yeah, she said she was supposed to call her on Sunday. But the phone works both ways. If you're ready to move on with grace. You don't have to get on here and put lives up and talk about us. We didn't say anything wrong about her last night. We wished her well. We sent her on her way. So when you sit up here and constantly make it seem like somebody got to reach out to you, a telephone works both ways. I work the same amount of hours that she worked. I work an 8-hour job too. I get up here on my own lives. I put my own content up too, plus get on all about the tea. She was in the bed with laryngitis. I talked to Monica on Sunday. Y'all, okay, let's stop with this attorney 8-hour job. She works for the government. She's not in the courtroom. She's pushing paper. This is, come on. Like, this is not. It's only went here because this is how it's happening. Because you're taking this to YouTube. So if you want clicks and clicks and views, we'll give you clicks and views. Because clearly Plez wants sympathy for whatever. I don't understand. But I'm here to say and be honest. But you're not going to undermine and make everybody feel like we're wrong. Or we've done something wrong to you. We haven't done anything. She never said anything to us as a goodbye. I didn't even know the girl was leaving. Well, you know what? When you take it to YouTube and you put up in here and you put it out here that everybody is mistreating you and doing something wrong to you, when nobody did anything. We didn't give her a proper send-off because we didn't even know the girl was leaving. She said she was going down to 1 day a week. Moderators, take care of the trolls. If you leave, and when you leave a job, what you do is you don't go out there and bash people. It's not like me to be this way, but at this point, it's just being honest. And when people sit around here and lie on you, that's terrible. When people sit up here and lie on you, I have done nothing to Plez at all. has no clout. Plez has no clout for me to get. Whether it was mental health statement that Monica said yesterday or not, you don't have to get online to say anything. And people are telling me that Plez wanted a contract, and that was why she wanted, and Monica wouldn't pay. No, why would you get $200 in which all of us were getting paid, and you're only doing it 4 Fridays a month? Come on, it wouldn't be fair. It wouldn't be fair. It's not about money for me. I don't care about the $200 because technically on panels, nobody gets paid. Nobody gets paid on no panel that you see on YouTube. So if we want to keep it 100, if you only come in, you shouldn't get the same amount of money. If everybody else is doing more work than you and you're only coming 4 Fridays of the month, how is that fair? How is that fair? How is that fair, y'all? It was her time to go. And if it was her time to go, all she did was have to exit and move on peacefully. She didn't have to sing. Sounds like, so we don't get paid. No panel gets paid. So is it fair to me and Bishop that we come on 5 nights a week to you guys and you still want to get 200, you still want to get the same equal pay? It's not fair. But don't sit here and say that we didn't give you. So don't say that nobody gave you a proper send off. We can't give you a proper send off when we didn't know you were leaving, Plez. No one knew you were leaving. No one knew. No one knew Plez was leaving. We did not know until the video dropped yesterday. No one knew that. And I still don't have anything malice to say about her at all. I wish her the best of luck. I never said anything about, I joked yesterday with the Drake song, No New Friends. But no one individual person is above the entire panel. But when you let your ego slide in, and you feel that you are above everybody and above everything, then fine, go. But you could have exited peacefully. The only reason why I'm addressing this is because you keep addressing this. She told Monica 2 weeks notice that she was going down to 1 day a week. Monica was supposed to talk to her on Friday night. Monica had a headache after that live because that live on Friday night got heated. Sunday, Monica said that, oh yeah, I'm going to call you. Monica, in 30 minutes, Monica wound up not calling her. But at the end of the day, the telephone works both ways. She's an adult. All she had to do was pick up the telephone and call her. and say, hey, instead, I've decided instead of going to the 1 day a week, I think I'm going to move on altogether and I'm going to do my own thing. Nobody would have been upset. Nobody would have been upset at all. We would have gave her a fair send-off. It's not about being mad about comments because y'all troll us all the time. It's not even about being mad about comments. It's about having respect for the person that helped you build your platform. Most people, when they start a YouTube page, they don't come in out the gate with as many followers as any of us have. None, you don't. You only come on here when maybe most people, it might take them a year before they hit monetization. I'm not anybody's lapdog. I speak my own damn mind. And this ain't got shit to do with Monica. This is me and my thoughts. Nobody comes onto YouTube and comes out bawling at all. Most people, it takes them years to build the platform that I have. But at the end of the day, we all have to be respectful and be grateful that Monica extended her platform to do this. She didn't have to. But if you say you can't create because the environment doesn't allow you to create, if you say you're just not happy somewhere, then okay, that's messing with your energy. It's been clear that Plez's energy has been off. It takes time. But what you don't do is when someone has helped you, regardless of how big or how small, you don't get upset when you leave or counterpart and throw a video out. Or what you should say to someone is, hey, you know what? I know you didn't get back to me, Monica, but let me go ahead and let you know I'm dropping a video saying that I'm exiting the panel. That's all you have to say. That way, you know what? Guess what? All we have to do is say, okay, well, Plez is leaving. Let's give her the proper send-off. But if you're not happy somewhere, you don't stay nowhere as long as you don't want to be there. On days when my energy ain't right, I don't come on. You know why I don't come on? Because I don't give y'all I'm not giving y'all what y'all want. Sometimes I have a lot of empaths that follow me. People come to me and they say, Schoolboy, something's wrong with you. You're not giving enough energy tonight. You're not doing this and you're not doing that. And the only reason why I'm speaking towards this is because this is 2 nights in a row that there's been all this clickbait and hubbub for me. This is all about clickbait and views. If you're gonna go on, and do what you're gonna do what you're gonna do. She got irritated. I understand. We talk about personal shit all the time on the platform. We may talk about something that might irritate me, but guess what? When I get off the live, I leave it on the floor. I don't take that back home. I'm not doing any dirty work. I'm telling you the position of someone that is sitting on a panel with someone who is unhappy. But when you start it off by being messy, because you started off when you drop videos and you do stuff like that, oh, the big announcement, oh, I'm leaving. I'm going to tell you something. When I've ever departed from anybody that I have departed from, I've never got on my panel and I've never talked about them. I don't do that. Because people like that are not worth my energy. I put time into my channel. I have 77 videos up now. I have 4,600 and something subscribers. That is unheard of in less than 6 months. And at the end of the day, all of this was mishandled, misproperly, because people didn't communicate. Everybody's an adult in this situation. And Monica had 70,000 subscribers way before the night panel in January. I didn't start this. I'm just telling my side of the story. But if you're gonna ask for a contract and you're gonna ask for equal pay and equal work, then you need to fully do it. If you don't want to get equal pay and equal work because Monica told you no, you would not get paid the same, then that's what it is. But what God has for me, what God has for her, what has God for Bishop, no man can stop that. I don't have no malice towards this woman at all. I just don't understand what is the purpose of constantly getting on your page every single night to pull out receipts. For what? Yeah, I'm getting paid, Lulu. Does that concern you? Monica's daytime panel gets paid too. Your point? And then I hear you're saying people, people were riding for you until last night. I never said anything negative towards her last night. What did I say anything negative? I said I wish her peace and blessings, but I understand your mental health comes first. Your other responsibility comes first. I'm not angry. And Mika Christopher, you can exit. I never said anything negative towards that girl. She never even said anything to me as a goodbye, not a DM, not a no nothing. Not a no nothing to me. I'm emotional because I don't like people to lie on people that I love and I care about, Lulu. Just like you wouldn't want somebody to lie on you. And if you don't like what I'm saying here, y'all can exit. I don't care. It's about contracts and money. And if y'all believe Social Blade and all these other things, those people, that don't count nobody's YouTube pocket. Unless you see what's in somebody's pocket, fine. I don't care who unsubscribes. I don't care who unfollows. Everybody has a choice. Not near person has a contract on here. And her energy has been off for a very long time, and the viewers can see that. So the problem is her. The bottom line is that Plez got what she wanted, which was her viewers, her clicks, her subscribers, and her monetization. She capitalized, and that's fine. You want to move on and do your own thing, then do your own thing. But tell the truth. But tell the truth. That's all I'm saying. Just tell the truth. Nobody knew that you were leaving. I knew that you were going down to 1 day a week, ma'am. I didn't know you were leaving the panel entirely until I'm sitting here working at my job and I see that you drop a video saying that you're quitting altogether. We had no idea. We didn't know that. So how can I really know something about you that's going on with you when you don't communicate with me? Me and Plez have never been close like that. There's a better way to exit. But don't make it seem like Monica just knew 2 weeks ago that you were quitting altogether. No, Monica knew 2 weeks ago that you were going down to 1 day a week on Friday. As far as the negotiations between her and Monica about the money and about all of that ins and outs, And yeah, Monica telling her that no, she wouldn't get the same amount of money for less work, then that's Plez's choice to exit. She gets monetization the same way that I do on my page. But when you go on people's panels, all of the panels that you see on YouTube, people do not get paid for that. Unless you are on a podcast contract, that's the only way you're getting paid. But what I'm not going to do is let you sit here and lie and make it seem like somebody did something to you. Plez, you have not been happy for a very long time, and your energy has shown that you have not been happy for a very long time. It's not us. It's not us. Your energy was right because you weren't it. You didn't want to do it anymore. We could tell you didn't want to do it anymore. And if you didn't want to do it anymore, we all understand that. But make your exit with grace. That's all we saying. And if it's something personal going on with you and Monica, that's something between you and Monica. Why did me and Bishop know that you was leaving? We didn't know. That's all I'm saying. And I'm speaking from my point of view as a human being and me working with someone. It's unfair because I've done nothing to you. I had your back. I had your back. I never done anything to that girl. I've never said anything wrong to her. I've never done anything wrong to her. I know everybody on the panel is not going to be, everybody that comes into the chat is not always going to like every single person on the panel. Fine, everybody's not everybody's cup of tea. That's okay. That's fine. But what I'm saying is, even if you have a personal issue with Monica that's outside of you and Monica, that's no reason to kind of not tell me and Bishop that you was going to leave. And her season and time was up, and I get that. I don't care about people's time and season. Everybody has their time and season, but there's a way that you exit that makes it okay, so that we could have been like, oh yeah, we probably would have had a better, if she wanted a better farewell, maybe we could have gave her a farewell. But we didn't know, y'all. I didn't know until I saw the video yesterday. Monica didn't know until she saw the video yesterday. Nobody knew on the panel until she had a video yesterday. So at the end of the day, I don't know what it is that you want. I don't know what it is that you need. I don't know, what validation that you need from us. But Plez, I wish you nothing but the best of luck in your endeavors on YouTube. This is not to put you down. This is not to bash you. But it's hurtful when I see in your comment section on your Instagram and on your YouTube about me, Monica, Marcella, we're getting dragged in your comments. I didn't see you removing that one comment. And I get it. People got to leave for reasons and seasons. I understand all of that. I understand all of that. But at the end of the day, But at the end of the day, nobody was up here trying to hurt her feelings. Nobody was up here trying to down her. Nobody was up here trying to put her down or anything like that. I never said anything disparaging about her last night at all. And if the energy she wants to be upset about and people that she's mad at, if she's mad at the thing that Marcella said last night or anything that Marcella said, at the end of the day, that's what you take up with Marcella. But I'm quite sure people sat up there and screenshotted and sent it Plez stuff in her DMs and everything else. I'm quite sure, if she went back and watched the video, she saw that her name was not coming up in the chat and that people, because we didn't want no dysfunction. We didn't want no dysfunction with her exit because it was so abrupt and people asking what's going on. What's going on with Plez? What's going on with this? What's going on with that? We didn't want the distraction of this in the chat, but the distraction had already came because before it was time for us to go live that night, she put the video out, which caused the distraction. So nobody knew. But had I known, I would have had no problem. But it's enough place on YouTube for everybody to do their own thing. And I'm very happy for her. If moving on to do her own thing and her own content is what Plez wants to do, amen. I wish her the best. I wish her the best. But we did not know that she was quitting the entirety. That's what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. Had we known that, we probably would have said something. But when you tell somebody 2 weeks ago and you don't speak to them after that, you tell them 2 weeks ago you're going to go to 4 day only Friday, 1 day a week, which is Friday, but then you want the same pay as the rest of the panel. It doesn't make sense. So at the end of the day, I wish her nothing but the best of luck. But it's offensive when you keep coming for my panel mates and you keep saying that, I don't know, people jealousy and all of this. I'm not jealous of anybody. What God has for me is God has for me. So if this is what she's saying, that you're jealous and you're insecure, I'm not jealous or insecure of anybody. Look, y'all have a nice night. I'm going to get ready for All About the Tea. I just wanted to say my side. I'm not jealous of anybody. What God has for me, God has for me. What God has for her, He has for her. I spoke my side of the truth. And family doesn't do family like this. And family doesn't get online and try to make other family members look bad. That's all I got to say. I'm not addressing it anymore. I'm not bringing it up no more. I'm done with it. Y'all have a blessed night. Say what you want to say about me. I'm done. Believe what you want to believe. But I will say this. What's done in the dark comes to the light. And the truth is the truth. But nobody did anything to Plez. I wish her all the best of luck on her journey.
Hey, schoolboy. The channel. Oh, as you can see, we have the panel here. Marcella Bishop. Schoolboy was here, but she's having some technical difficulties, so she should be back soon. Okay. Girl. Okay. Mods, if you're on tonight, I'm gonna give y'all the privilege to go ahead and block certain people because I don't want to entertain it at all. At all. Tonight's gonna be a different type of show. In light of some YouTube drama that's going on. And I always told myself I don't want to pull myself into this mess, going back and forth with anyone, but I have no choice at this point because, as you know, Plez left the panel and she has now gone live 2 nights in a row and she's saying some things that are just not true. And I don't know if she's hurt, so she's making up things. I really don't know what's going on because I haven't spoken to her since May 17th when we last spoke. Okay. Yep. Yeah. And, people are using manipulation tactics. I don't know. I haven't watched her videos. I'm just getting word third party from people. I refuse to even engage in it. Yeah, Lakeisha, the block is hot. Exactly. Be blocked and be blessed. Here's Skool Boi. Hey, Skool Boi, you okay?
No, not really.
All right, let's talk about it. Because she's now bringing up all kinds of craziness. Princess, if you're in the chat, I need you to call in too. I'm going to send you a text message right now. And you can go. I'm going to send you the link to the StreamYard and you can call in. Tonight's going to be a different show. We're not going to do gossip. We're going to do YouTube gossip. Yeah, exactly. Know your own worth. We are proud of Plez. People grow and they move on. Yeah, absolutely. Bishop, why don't we open this chat tonight's live with some prayer? Because you always bring a balance and a calmness to situations with prayer. Let's start with that. Can we do that?
Yeah, we can.
All right, let's do that.
All heads bowed. Dear Lord, we thank you for all your many blessings, Lord Jesus. Lord Jesus, we ask you to look down on us as we come together, Lord. Lord, bind the enemy at every hand, that he may be bound and that the truth may come forth. Everything that we do and say, let it be to your glory and honor, God. In Jesus' mighty name we pray. Thank God. Amen.
Amen, y'all. Amen. Tiara, why are you upset? What's up? Why are you crying? Tell me, baby, what's going on? Because I don't like to see you like that.
Because I allowed myself to jump into something that I probably shouldn't have jumped into. I should have just left it alone.
Why are you feeling that way? What happened? Did something happen from the last time we spoke?
I just feel like I just shouldn't have said shit.
You spoke your truth.
I shouldn't have.
You should never feel bad about speaking the truth
at all. I shouldn't have allowed my emotions to overtake me and for myself to put that on my platform. And I want to apologize because that was wrong of me for even doing that.
Don't cry.
I'm not going to cry.
Yeah.
It wasn't my fight. And I shouldn't have stepped in it and I should have left it alone. And I shouldn't have said anything because anytime I have had any issues with anyone before, I've walked away from it silently. I've never spoke about them on my platform or nothing. And I can be grown enough to say that I was wrong. And I'm sorry to Plez because I shouldn't have done that. And the battle was not mine. The battle was yours. The battle was for you to say something to her. And I will say this, I'm never jealous of anyone and what they do. I've never jealous of anybody and what they do. People have opportunities at different points. People grow at different points and people go to different impasses in life. And I'm disappointed in myself.
Don't be
disappointed. I have taken it down off my page because I'm grown enough to say when I know that I'm wrong. And I should never allow anything to allow to get my emotions or get me upset. The issue is not with me and Plez. The issue has always, it's clear to me that the issue is between Monica and Plez. The issue is between Monica and Plez. It does not have anything to do with the rest of the panel at all.
And that's why it makes me mad that she pulled you into it because it's silly. It doesn't make any sense to me. Some stuff, I didn't watch her video. She was live or is live. I really don't know. but some stuff that was said about people on this panel, including myself, I'm used to those kind of attacks from people. So it's like, okay, you know, I'm too busy. I'm dealing with sick family members. Like I said, my mother's in a nursing home. I'm dealing with that and attorneys, other sick family members. I got my own stuff going on. So I really can't feed in too much to ridiculous drama. Okay, let me give y'all the backstory. Let me give you the, and that was very mature of you, Schoolboy.
Can I just say this, Monica, please? Somewhere with all of this, it's three sides of a story, and in the middle, it's the truth somewhere. And to talk about everybody was disrespectful, unprofessional. Where in the comments, people were giving their opinions. Because I know that when Plez have come on, I go on her page and I give super chats to everybody. So if I had felt disgruntled, I would have never given her money. I wouldn't have never. I give my money because I want to, but I'm saying I have given everybody on this panel, including Plez, super chat, and her problem was not with me until last night when I only repeated what she said. She said it because it was cutting into her sleep and all of that, and I repeated that. I never once said that she had a mental issue. That never came out my mouth. And I'm going to get my attorneys to look at her post and the post last night to show I never said anything like that. That was a blatant lie. She lied about a lot of things, and I don't appreciate that. And I'm not going to stand here and tell you what she lied about, what nothing. I'm going to have someone dissect the entire thing, and then me and Plez will have a talk properly.
Okay. All right. You said your piece. Bishop, do you have anything to say before I dive into the history and all this other stuff and do backstory? Because apparently that's what everybody wants, a backstory.
No, I don't have nothing to say.
Okay. So Plez left the panel. We all know that. And 2 weeks ago, she called me and we had a very nice conversation. It was no beef. It was no attitude, nothing. Plez said to me that she's going back to work full time, going back into the office from 9 to 6. And by the time she drives home, it's going to be, too much to do the panel and, get something to eat and work out and all this other stuff. And I said, okay. I said, well, how about you, do the panel once a week, Fridays? And she said, oh yeah, that'll work. Yeah, I could do Fridays. That'll be good. That'll work for me. And then she said, will you still pay me the same? And I said, let me think about that. Let me think about, paying you the same. I didn't want to, because it didn't make sense you getting paid the same and you're just going to be here once a week. That didn't make any sense to me. So I said, okay, let me call you back and let me get back to you on that. So we had the 2 weeks, and the 2 weeks finally came and went. And after Friday's show, which was an emotional show, hold on, Schoolboy, do you need to take a break? Do you want to take a break or? Yeah. So Friday, we had the show 2 Fridays ago, or last Friday, whatever. We had the show with, we were talking about Lizzo and Judge Joe Brown, and it was an emotional show. It really was an emotional show. And some people took things very personal. Okay. And when you could go back and watch, that's not a lie. You can see it. You can go back and watch and see. Some people took the issue, the topic personal. And I was heated. I had a headache after that show. And I said, okay, well, I texted her and I said, I'm going to call you over the weekend. She said that she was going away for the weekend, that she'll be back Sunday night. I said, okay, I'll call you Sunday night. Now, Saturday, I was out all day at an amusement park in the hot sun with a bunch of kids. And so doing a lot of talking and stuff and just dehydrated. So Sunday came and I didn't call her, but I was not feeling good. I literally had laryngitis. I wasn't feeling well and I didn't call her and I didn't hear from her. I thought that she would text me or, I thought she would text me. I thought she would, say something, say, hey, I hadn't heard from you. Hey girl, what's going on? We were supposed to talk. I didn't hear anything. Then Monday came and it was the holiday and I was with the family and stuff and I was trying to rest my voice. I even canceled the Monday show because I was just like, man, I can't do it. It's just, I'm not feeling well. I was trying to force myself. I didn't want to strain my voice. Cancel that show. Tuesday came, and then all of a sudden she drops this video that she's leaving the panel. I didn't know she was leaving the panel altogether. I didn't know that. That's not what we had discussed. That's not what we talked about. Monica, you told her you would get back to her about the pay. Yeah, right. And I didn't get back to her. Yeah, you're free to do that. Okay, you're blocked too. That's fine. You lied like it was, well, no, I did not lie about any kind of anything. So she dropped that video. I didn't watch it. I spoke to several people who called me and said she was saying she had to leave because of mental health, guarding and blocking her energy and her mental health, guarding and blocking her energy and all this other stuff. And so I guess she was saying the panel, alluding to the panel being negative, her being on the panel. And I'm like, what? Where is this coming from? And first of all, you never said that she was leaving. You never said that. You said you would be on here once a week, and also you would do after darks. And that was the last of our conversation. That's where it left off. So my plan was to call her, Monday, then Tuesday. I get caught up. I'm busy. I'm doing all kinds of stuff. I didn't just leave her. We didn't leave off on a bad note. We didn't. She could have texted me and said, hey, what's going on? I have not heard from you. I'm about to drop this video, and I'm leaving the panel altogether. She never told me that. I'm adding Princess to the chat. Hey, Princess.
Hi.
Hey, you know what's going on? You see
Hello.
all this stuff?
No, I've been.
And now she got people calling me a liar. I might have to call a lawyer on her too. I think I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah, because some things ain't right. So over on her channel, she also said I never paid her. She started on this panel, 5 months ago, back in January. Okay. And mind you, most panels don't get paid. They don't. People bring you on their platform for exposure, for subs. When she started on this channel, she didn't have YouTube. When most people start YouTube, and Princess, you can attest to this. When you start YouTube, isn't it a struggle? You don't just get subs. I mean, it takes sometimes people a year to get 1,000 subs, right?
Yeah.
So anyway,
I haven't been watching because I was working, so can you bring me up to speed? What's going on?
Oh, hang on. You're just gonna have to listen, girl. It's just been a whole bunch of shit going on. So anyway, like I said, when people have panels on YouTube, you normally don't pay. The compensation is the exposure, it's the subs, it's all that stuff. So anyway, no, but I'm a fair person. I want to pay people, so I was paying the panel, giving them something every month. Plez got more than everybody else every month, okay? Because she is an attorney, and when I said to her, hey, this is what I'm offering you every month, she said, well, no, what about this? What about 300? Give me 300 instead. Because normally, like I said, people don't pay people on panels. I said, okay, fine. So that was our little negotiation and our little deal. I didn't watch her video tonight. I am too old for this bullshit. I don't even know why I'm addressing it, but people keep bringing it to me. They keep texting me. They keep saying, this is between, like Tiara said, this is between you and her. You need to address it. So I said, okay, let me address it. Y'all want this, right? Y'all want me to address it, or do you not want me to address it? Yeah, because you don't pay panels. You don't pay people on panels. $300 a month, plus she would get super chats. Thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate you. Thank you. We appreciate that. Thank you. As well as Platinum Diva, we appreciate you. Thank you. So anyway, yeah, people said they want to hear my side of the story. So on tonight's live, I was told that she said I never paid her, but I have the receipts right here. These are the cash apps. She started in January, February, March, April. She got, for her birthday, I gave her $250. She also said tonight I didn't like her. When you don't like somebody, do you give them $250 just because? I don't know anybody that I don't like. Plus, she got some super chats in the chat. I added all those super chats up. I subtracted YouTube's percentage, and I gave her that $200. Then in April, she got paid. For my birthday, she gave me $25. There was no beef between us. That was May 10th, beginning of the month. If she felt I didn't like her or I said something about her, why would she give me anything for my birthday? And then May 31st, I paid her $300. And I don't know why it didn't show up in the history. It probably won't show up for a few days, but it's in there. She got paid like everybody else. If you don't like somebody, would you give them $250 for their birthday? Plus put their super chat or their cash app up on the screen so people can, send her money. Praise her. I told her whenever she goes live, let us know. We all support her. When she got monetized, I told her congratulations. I heard she said I didn't call her. It's in our group chat. I said to her, congratulations. I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you're doing. I've always told her that. So I don't know where she's getting this narrative that I don't like her, or, you know, there was some beef. She gave me $25 for my birthday on May 10th. There was no beef. There was nothing. If she was feeling uncomfortable, she never came and said anything to me. I was told that she also said she overheard a conversation with Skool Boi, Marcella, and myself backstage. That's false, because anybody that shows up backstage, I can see you. So why would I sit up there talking about you if I could see you? What am I lying about? Please comment in the chat. Y'all can call in too. Let me know what I'm lying about. I'm telling you exactly what happened. Over the weekend, it was Memorial weekend. I was not feeling good, so I didn't get a chance to get back to her, but I was planning on it. Now, if she was planning to leave the panel altogether, that is so fine. I wish her the best. I want nothing but happiness and success for her. All she had to do was send me a text and say, hey, girl, I'm leaving. I decided, I thought it over. I prayed on it. I can't do once a week. I can't do after darks. I just think it's best for me to leave. And that would have been fine. Yeah, I'm not Mexican, I'm white. Yeah, like they said. Yeah, okay. Hey, Jay. Hey, Boo. How you doing? Let me know if you want to call in too and you want to get in on this and talk as well. Thank you, Lala, for the super chat. I appreciate you so much. Kind Pearson, thank you for the super chat. 18 Missum, thank you for the super chat. Monica, these people are lying and instigating. I know how it goes. Trust me, the devil is so busy. I know. Yeah, but you're not going to sit up here and lie and say I didn't pay you, or lie and say I didn't like you, or lie and say I talked about you. What did I say about you? I've never talked about you, girl. I never had no backstage conversation with Marcella and Skool Boi. No, I could see physically when somebody comes backstage. Y'all can't see, but I could see who's there. Why would I have does that even make any sense? Does that make any sense? I just
want to say this. I've never said anything disparaging about Plez. You know, I've never said anything about her. You know, this whole discussion of last night that, you know, somebody said, you know, the comment of the 3-hour thing, that was Marcella. And what's amazing to me is that every time something is even said or Marcella says anything, I'm the one that catches it. Y'all come to my page. Y'all get mad at me over things that are said. And even when I've had disagreements with other people, I've never went into my page and sat there and talk about nobody.
Right.
If we break off and we don't speak anymore, I let it go. Because at the end of the day, that's just the way it works. But I want to say this. If Plez is watching this and whoever is screen recording this or whoever wants to send this to her inbox, I don't mind contacting her and saying, from my mouth to hers, I apologize. I sincerely apologize because I should have not said anything at all and continued to take the high road and allowed Monica to address this on her show if she chose to address this or not. I know nothing about who gets paid. I know what I get paid, and that's it. I don't know ins and outs of every single conversation because I'm not a part of those conversations. And even when we have had group chats and when Monica had her Instagram that was lost, nothing was ever, when we kikied and joked in the group chat, it was never anything about something major. I just think that this was a lack of communication that did not happen, that has now turned into something so much bigger than what it needs to be.
Well, I mean, her thumbnail said lies and jealousy. I am not, listen.
And I'm not in the group chat
I'm not tooting my own horn, but I have my own accolades. I have degrees. I have a home. Y'all never hear me talk about these things. I have homes. I have a husband. I have the greatest gifts of all is family. I have children. I have a husband. I have I have aunts, uncles. You know, my dad passed away, so I don't have a dad anymore, but I have a mother. I live a full life. Okay. I have nothing to be jealous of anyone about. And for her to go live 2 nights and try to put out this narrative that we're just some sort of evil people that didn't like her and crying on the live, it's manipulative. It really, really is manipulative. And you got to read between the lines. And I also heard, because like I said, I didn't watch her. I watched Skool Boi. I heard she brought up a beef between Princess Marcella and Skool Boi. That was all a private conversation. We had that behind the scenes. That had nothing really to do with her. We included her because she said she wanted to know what was going on. Her and Bishop was like, yeah, what's going on? One night after, we was like, okay, we'll call you. And we all had a private discussion. Skool Boi didn't go public about it. Marcella didn't go public about it. I didn't go public about it. It was not her place to bring it up. Is she planting these stories and putting things out there to manipulate people's minds against Skool Boi and Marcella? Because if she is, that's wrong. And Princess, can you chime in? Because you didn't even go public about it, did you? It was private. It was squashed, and we moved on. Can you chime in? Because I don't know why she's bringing it up. It's none of her business.
Let me say this, and I never got paid, and I never was
well,
in.
Well, Marcella, you are starting getting paid in a way now because I'm donating to your charity every month.
Yeah, now, but I'm saying in the past.
Yeah.
I'm a little taken aback because like I said, I'm just happened to not be home today. So I haven't seen anything or heard anything, or I don't really fully know what's going on. I'm just listening to what you guys, are saying. I couldn't even log in because if you can see where I am, like, I don't know, I can't change the time. I'm like really working. You know that when we had our situation, I was grieved about it. No, I did not say anything. You and me, Monica, we've talked about certain things between me and you, how I feel about certain things. I just don't like, that's just me. I don't like fallouts to be bad.
Plez is texting me. I'm sending her the link right now to call in so we can squash this because this is outrageous. I would never try to intentionally manipulate. Okay, let me send her the link. Let me not say nothing else, but go ahead. I'm sorry, Princess. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I just don't like fallouts to be bad like that. Like I said, I can't say anything on my thoughts about what happened because I'm not privy to what has happened yet. I don't know. It's just not going well.
Can you comment on specifically though the fallout we had? It wasn't even a fallout. We had an issue and we addressed it privately between you and Marcella and Skool Boi. I'm not sure why anybody else is talking about it.
Well, there are narratives. I spoke to you about that. Of course, the people have their own narratives that are put out there, and I've come encountered with some things, and there have been stories that have been escalated. Some things I question where they come from. I just took it. I've taken it because I realized that it's a part of the game. It's part of the game, being on camera, being in front of people. It's supposed to be between all of us. What our thoughts were, as a unit. I'm
gonna tell you this right now, Princess. I don't mean to interrupt you. Me personally, I've never spoken to anyone outside of Marcella, you, Skool Boi, and So Debonair. When we had our little, we had a conference call, whatever that was, our Zoom call. I haven't spoken to anyone about that situation outside of that room. So for her to come and make it public, I'm just so confused because it really didn't even have anything to do with her at all.
And I want to say to you, Princess, directly, if I've ever done anything to offend you, I'm grown enough to say I'm sorry. I'm grown enough to say that I'm sorry. Because this thing got to a point. This thing got to a point where this is outside my character, and this is real out of pocket for me. I don't even allow myself to get like this with people, and the fact that I'm gonna f up my own brand over some mess with somebody because of some miscommunication that really don't even have nothing to do with me. At the end of the day, if I've ever done anything to anybody on the panel, I apologize. If I've said anything to anybody in the comments, if I've offended anybody, I apologize because I'm grown enough to say that.
Don't cry, Skool Boi.
But at the end of the day, it's frustrating
It's okay.
that people get online to troll and to become things, but as soon as you throw out a certain narrative, people know how this YouTube thing goes. As soon as one video is placed out, then that begins to spin the narrative of how things are.
Yeah, she has a brand. She does. I'm sorry, a schoolboy.
We're all a brand. We're all individual. Please don't say we work hard for what we have. It may not seem much to anybody else, but let me tell you, besides YouTube, I do all of this. Like, I'm here at work, I'm learning audio engineering. That's a part of what we do. Design, all of this, coming up with content. Y'all sitting up here being entertained by this shit going on here. You're entertained by it, but this is our real life, okay?
Yeah.
That we have feelings. This is what I said the other day. We have feelings. Schoolboy, I was hurt. I am hurt, and I wanted to apologize. You know, I just felt we should have had a better conversation, me and you. And I told Monica that, just me and you, so that whatever needed to be hashed out,
she did. She and I spoke recently, and she said that. Remember, we spoke 2 months ago or something? You called me.
Yeah.
And I told Schoolboy that. I told at
that time, like, I was still in a place of not being able to receive it. And that's why I say right here, I'm gonna tell you, if I did anything to you, I apologize. And I just don't want it to continue to be no bad blood. And I want to air it out tonight and did it because I'm done.
Well, for anyone that went and unfollowed you based on anything she said, that's really effed up. It really, really, really is. Because number one, you didn't say anything on that show that was not the truth. And you basically repeated the same thing I said tonight. Okay? I didn't call her. Is she mad because she didn't get the farewell or send off that she feels that she deserved? I don't know. But for you to say I didn't like you and I was jealous of you, or anybody on this panel was jealous of you, is ridiculous. Would you send somebody $250 for their birthday if you was jealous of them, or you didn't like them, or you didn't care for them? Why go do 2 lives? Why not pick up the phone or text me and say, Monica, I really need to talk to you. I really do. Otherwise, I'm going live
to my enemies. Yeah.
I'm going live. I need to talk to you right now. Right now. I'm not stirring the pot. I was forced to do this. I didn't want to do this. I was forced to come on here and address it and talk about it. I don't like doing this stuff. I might even I don't know about deleting this live, but I don't know. But I don't like doing this stuff. Yeah, I sent her 200. Here's the receipt right here. Okay. She also said I didn't pay her. She started in January. Every month. I don't know why May's payment didn't show up on here, but I did pay her in May, and I paid her more than other panel members. And I would also send her, I would also tell her, like, through DMs privately, congratulations, or you're doing well, or, keep up the good work and that kind of stuff. Where's this narrative coming from that I didn't like you? Here's Plez right here. Here she is. We're going to just hash it out. We're going to hash it out.
We are. Hello.
Yeah.
So I heard some things because people kept inboxing me, and like you said, y'all, I didn't want this to be ugly, which was why when I gave my notice, I thought this was going to be a peaceful thing. So let me be very clear, Monica. You need to start watching things, and this is for anybody moving forward. Like I said on my video, I think y'all should actually go. You too, Marcella. You too, Schoolboy. I wished all of y'all well. I do not dislike any of y'all. I did not understand why this had to be like this. And maybe this is a bunch of non-communication. And if it is, I'll take that. However, I gave my truth on how it appeared to me and how I have been feeling. And I gave my reasons. So Monica, when I got off of my live and I heard people talking and telling me you were going live, I never said I was not paid. I didn't discuss money at all. I wasn't going to, I'm professional. I don't discuss how much each person is paid. And then you said I was paid more than everybody else. We never had group meetings. I don't know how much everybody is paid. And so
can I just say something real quick? I just got to get this out real
hold on, fast. Just wait 1 second. Oh. If we're going to be honest about the pay situation, you offered $200. I agreed to $250, And you said the budget had opened up to 300. And at the time, it was early January. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. And I did accept that because, as you said, there is a balance. We're getting paid and this is exposure. I never complained about the money. Anybody like I said, you need to go watch the video. I never said you didn't pay me. I said you were very nice to me for my birthday. That is why I stayed, because I've been thinking about it since everything happened with the So Debonair issue with that After Dark. I knew that was going to shift the energy if it hadn't already shifted. Then the next week came the issue with Marcella and Skool Boi getting into it on the live about the mama thing. And then we had our back talk. Princess, I did not discuss on my live what happened in that backstage talk. I did not go into detail about what happened. I just said these things occurred a week after So Debonair started praising me. And to me, that is when things shifted between all of us. That is when I started to notice comments favorable to me being deleted. And I have the proof of that. I don't know who was deleting them. I just know anything left in the replay comments, most of the ones, not all, most of the ones that were positive towards me were deleted. Now, I understand the ones, and I told people on my live, moving forward, please do not compare panelists. Please do not pit people against other people, because that just makes it hard for the person. And I feel like y'all felt that I was taking over. I thought I was all that and I'm doing all of this because other people are saying things. I didn't say those things.
Did I say that to you ever, Plez? Have I ever disrespected you, Plez? I've never disrespected you.
I think that is objective. I feel you have some time.
So, Plez, I never supported you on your page.
I didn't say you didn't support me, Marcella.
I came and watched you. I came and watched you. I gave everybody super chats. I never tried to be better than you. I never said you was a fake lawyer. I never said that. I repeated what you said last night. I repeated what you said last night. And on your live, you kept mentioning me. For what? If your issue is with Monica because you leaving, you never told me in a conversation that you were leaving. You never told me that. I never been in a group chat with you. I never been on the phone with you. I'm disappointed that you would throw me under the bus, and I've never derogatory said anything to you. I've always supported you.
Marcella, I did not say
that because I love you, Plez, and you know it.
Marcella, can you calm down and just listen for a minute?
Can I just say one thing? Can I just say one thing real fast?
Can I just address Marcella?
No, I need to say something real fast.
Okay.
Say something really fast.
Okay.
Let me get this out, please.
Okay.
Maybe I should end this live because I'm shaking right now. I need to say something and let me say it, please.
Okay.
Why couldn't you just call me? I expected so much more from you as an attorney, quote unquote. Why didn't you pick up the phone and say, Monica, are you okay? You were supposed to call me Sunday and you didn't call me. And I'm going live to say I'm no longer going to be on your panel, which I didn't know. You told me that you were going to come down to 1 day a week. And we also agreed on maybe some, after darks and that kind of thing. And you said, okay, fine. Yeah, I could do that. You said, what about the pay? Am I going to get paid the same? And I said, okay, let me think about it. I literally had laryngitis from yelling at the kids all weekend. It was Memorial weekend. Why didn't you just text me and say, look, I got to get some stuff off my chest and I have enough respect for you before I do that or I go public with it, because I never pictured you to be the type to do YouTube wars. I hold you in such a high regard. You're a professional woman. And if you felt some type of way about something, you felt that we didn't like you or you felt uncomfortable or the energy shifting, why didn't you just text me and say, the energy has shifted. I'm feeling some type of way. Can we all get on a conference call? Because I have that much respect for you. Even when you were leaving, you didn't tell Skool Boi, bye, I'm leaving. I'm no longer going to be on the panel. Why?
See, I don't know if you just heard any of what you said, but you literally just disrespected me by saying an attorney, quote unquote. Now you're trying to shift it and say, I didn't tell the panelists. Monica, you have always acted and treated this as a business. The only time we talk is about a business. You may talk to Marcella on the phone. You may talk to Skool Boi on the phone. You have not called me and talked to me as a friend.
We have a group chat, and people, you can pull the receipts, Skool Boi.
We talk
every day. When I had Instagram, we would joke in the group chat. We would post things in there. We would kiki, all four of us. We would do that in the group chat. So
as a panel, as a business, we have not talked as friends. I kept everything as business. I supported everyone as a business.
So I mean,
and then let me respond to all of what you said. So for you to say we had an agreement, we did not. You asked, could I stay for one day? I asked you what would be the pay. You said, let me call you in 2 to 3 days. I have to think about it. That was on May 17th. I'm still waiting for a phone call from you.
In my opinion, you know how I took that? I wasn't feeling well. You could have said, listen, you were supposed to call me. Monica, what's going on? You could have sent me a text. Oh, let me guess. So now you couldn't do that?
Monica, you sit on live and say how you talk to everybody else or Skool Boi and Marcella every day. But
every day? No, I never said that. Every day?
What? You literally said, I talk to Skool Boi. She's like my daughter. I talk to her almost every day. You can talk to her almost every day, but you can't call me back in over 2 weeks about business? 2 weeks. What was I supposed to say?
I text you on Friday, which it wasn't 2 weeks. We communicated 2 days before you went on live and made your announcement. We communicated. A text is just like a phone call. I don't have to fit. No, can I just speak? Can I get this out? Can I finish? Can I finish? I text you the Friday, the show that we had with Judge Joe Brown, and I said, I know I was supposed to call you, girl. I said, I'm gonna call you in 30 minutes, is what I said to you. And then you was like, okay, I didn't call. You said you was going away for the weekend. I said, okay, I'll call you. We agreed to talk on Sunday. We agreed to talk the day before you, 2 days before you went live. We agreed to that. And I said, I had gotten laryngitis. I wasn't even feeling good. I literally was in bed under the covers. I had to cancel Monday's show because I was not feeling well. I mean, I feel some type of way too. Like you could have said, girl, Monica, I need to talk to you. What's going on? You couldn't have texted me. It goes both ways. I feel like you could have texted me and said, hey, I'm just waiting on a phone call from you. Can you call me? For you to go live 2 days in a row, to me, this is how I perceived it. For you to go live 2 days in a row and put out narratives that paint people in a bad way, where Skool Boi is losing subscribers and people don't like her no more and they're attacking her, and people are saying nasty things about Marcella, people are saying nasty things about me. That's manipulative to me. I don't like that. And I hold you in a whole different regard than the behaviors that I saw of you going on live and doing that mess. First of all, I don't do this right here. I'm going to delete this live because I don't do this mess, this YouTube back and forth bullshit. Me and you didn't have an argument. We didn't have we didn't say a cuss word between each other. You could have texted me back and said, Monica, I'm waiting to hear from you. What's going on? We text 2 days ago.
Monica. You may want to revisit your timeline. I showed the text.
You got people calling me a liar. I don't even want to see the text anymore. I'm telling
because I'm giving my truth. Monica, you texted me after the show Friday and said, hey, I didn't make an announcement. I want to chat with you. And I told you I'm available now. You said, can we talk Sunday? I have something to do this weekend. I told you I'll be out of town Saturday. Yes, we can talk Sunday. When I got in at Sunday at 8:30, I texted you and said, I'm available. And you never responded. All day, the rest of the night, Sunday. You who always say, I'm up all hours of the night. I gotta take this. Yeah, go ahead, honey. Go ahead. Never responded Sunday. Monday, you were posting things. You posted videos. You posted all kinds of things. I didn't get a video. Okay. I didn't get a notice saying, hey, we're not going.
I just got a phone call. I gotta end this live. I can't do this anymore. I wish you all the best. Take care. I think you intentionally did certain things, and
I didn't do anything.
I'm
And watch the videos before you say you're disappointed. I didn't go live yesterday.
I can't even get the words out. I can't even get the words out.
I did not go live yesterday.
I can't even get
please
not live, but you made a pre-recorded video. That's what I meant.
Yes, saying that I was leaving for the same reasons I gave you. Time constraints, not mental health. Time constraints.
Okay. Well, people came to me. I didn't watch the video. I had a bunch of people come to me.
Well, that's your problem.
And said to me,
you're relying on
and said to me that Plez said negative energy.
I did not.
Negative energy and this kind of stuff.
I did not.
All right, Plez. I wish you the best. I gotta get off this live. Everybody's saying, I have people attacking me now because of stuff that you said. I have people attacking Marcella.
I didn't say anything until y'all did. I was very professional.
You did a pre-recorded video. What did we say? We didn't say anything.
I just want to say that
I'm leaving.
Okay. All right.
Before you end the live, I just want to say, Plez, if I offended you in any way, I apologize. I should not have gotten on my platform to say anything disparaging about you. I wish you all the best of luck in anything that you do. You have a talent. You have your set of followers. And I don't want this to affect anything going forward, and I apologize for my part in it, because this it was between you and Monica, and I stuck my nose into something that clearly I don't know what.
Skool Boi, can I ask you a question? Why were you crying? You said that she said some stuff on her live that offended you. What offended you? Can we talk to that? Don't worry about me. Don't worry about her. What made you cry?
No, it just was coming back to me about the whole me and Prince. I don't know if any of this information is true. Once again, I did not watch your live. I didn't watch your live, Plez, so I don't know. And at this point, because it's so much telephone going on, I would just rather apologize for my portion in it and say that I am sorry, because I'm grown enough to say that I am sorry, and that I should have never jumped into something that I'm not sure what the hell is going on at this point. And I don't want to offend nothing that's going on.
It's okay. God can't stop nothing that's not me. I'm ending the live.
Monica, just wait, because I'm shaking now. I did not want any of this to happen. Monica, I want you to watch what I said and don't take secondhand information. Listen.
I understand what you're saying.
Please just listen to me.
But can I just say this really fast? I want to get this out before I forget.
Hold on.
It's nothing bad.
I get it out.
This real fast.
Can I get it out? Please just let me finish a statement. I did not want any of this to happen. I was very professional. I wished all of y'all well. And to that point, you're going to delete this. I'm going to go and delete mine. I wanted to end it like I said yesterday, with my time constraints. Marcella, Skool Boi, Princess Keisha, you're just here. I told in my live that I just did, I wished all of y'all well. You too, Monica. I wish the platform well. But you got on here and said I had mental health issues.
I never said that. That I never said. I said Plez is stepping
Go watch your live yesterday.
No, I'm going to tell you what I said. I'm going to repeat exactly. I don't have to watch it. I can tell you. I said Plez is no longer on the panel. She's focusing on her mental health and her full-time job. That's what was told to me, that you said basically in so many words that the people on this panel are blocking your energy. It's negative energy, and that you need to clear it. You said it in a subtle, subliminal way, but it was
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
I didn't. Right. I said I needed to recalibrate and realign, because I was trying to do too many things. My daytime job, my brand. I said, you're getting secondhand information. I'm sure it's enough cell phones in that house. Somebody got Instagram for you to go directly to my page and see what I said. I tried to keep it above board, but I waited on you to call me, even when you kept saying you're going to call me, for 2 weeks, and you never did. I texted
that narrative right there is a lie.
I said I'm available, and you didn't call. What was I supposed to do?
You said you was available. That was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it? Wasn't
no,
it Sunday night?
That was Sunday, and
right, not 2 weeks ago. So don't do that narrative. Don't do that. But
I told you I was leaving May 17th. So why you're the boss? Why do I have to go to Marcella, Skool Boi, and Bishop and say, hey, y'all, I'm leaving. You're the boss. When you asked me, should I make an announcement? I said, it's your platform, Monica. I'm going to let you do it. Because as I was told, and I ain't going to get into who all been talking out here, but it came back to me that I was taking over your platform. So I did not want to overstep.
You're telling me about third-party information, but that's the same thing. You're listening to people. When you first came on this live tonight, you said, Monica,
have an actual video that you can go see from me to see what I said.
Plez,
you have an actual video, Plez, and I did not go live, so don't create this.
Can I speak?
That
First of all, it wasn't 2 weeks ago. It was Sunday night. It was Sunday night. That's number one. Number two, let me just say this real fast. It was not 2 weeks ago, like you keep saying. It was Sunday night. I wasn't feeling well. Like I said, I lost my voice. I was out in the sun. I was literally under the covers, just not feeling good. I really wasn't. I had to cancel Monday's show. People saw that I canceled Monday's show. But, it's just a lot. And for you to, when you first came on this live tonight, you said, be careful, y'all talking, careful what you say to certain people, who you say it to. I don't know who you're listening to. There's a lot of third-party people that like to divide and conquer. There's a lot.
So who was deleting the comments, Monica?
The comments that compare panel members saying that
just the one that said I don't know.
I really don't care.
Oh,
I don't have a clue.
All right.
The fact that you're feeding into that is just whatever. I mean, there's a lot of stuff I could bring up. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff I could bring up too, but I'm not going to do that. It's just because it's petty. There's a lot of stuff that I could bring up that was said and didn't said, and this person said that, and this person did this. But I'm not going to do that because I don't sit around letting those things eat away at me or affect me. And it's been happening for a while. So it is what it is. I have to just delete this live. I have to get off of it. I wish everybody on this panel the best. If y'all feel some type of way about Marcella or Skool Boi or me and you don't like us anymore, that's fine. The love is still there. If you want to unsubscribe, like you said, to all, that's fine too. Feel free to go ahead and do that. Tomorrow night, we're back to reporting the same, Lakeisha, you've been quiet. Do you have anything to say?
I agree with both of you on saying that it's a bad case of telephone. Both of you women, I hold you both in high standards and dignity. And this is tearing down both of you guys' brand. It's tearing down both of you guys' brand. And I do think it should have been you two had a private conversation. And I really do. I think if there's other third parties that has kind of thrown their tidbits in and it's spent. And if emotions are involved, because you both care about each other, and I will say this, nobody who doesn't like you is not going to invest into you. I'll say that, Plez. No one who likes you is not going to invest in you. And
I
she
never
does.
said she didn't like me, Lakeisha.
No, I'm just saying that on my own.
Listen. That said people said that I felt I was overshadowing this place. And since they feel like that, allegedly, I am going to walk away so I won't be a problem anymore. And it was evidenced by the comments being deleted against me. As I said in my video that somebody hasn't watched, but they want to talk about, I wished everybody well. I wish this platform well. I wish Marcella well, Skool Boi,
I wish you well too.
I wish everybody well. And as I said, I will be big enough to say, when you delete this, I'll delete my live. I'm not deleting the announcement because it wasn't a live. It was a pre-recorded, actually very nice video saying that I was leaving for time constraints. It said nothing about anything negative about any of you all. And if people have started to leave y'all in my live, I actually said, don't go to their pages. Don't troll them. Don't say anything about me. Let me go in peace. Let me do me. They will do them. And all of us will grow together. There's enough money, fame, whatever you want, success. And there's enough out here for all of us. We will all make it when God wants us to make it. I have cheered every last one of y'all on. Could I be on every live? No. Could I be at every picture? No. But I have supported every last one of y'all. Marcella, I never said you didn't support me. I did say I don't feel like you really like me, but I never said you didn't support me. And I said I didn't, hold on. I said I didn't feel like you didn't like me because of different comments you would make on the show. I'm just telling you how I felt, Marcella. Right. And I'm saying that because of the timeline of how everything happened with Princess and so debonair, I didn't get into the specifics of that. I just said, based on this timeline, all of this happened, and then you became a permanent panelist. All of you all were rotating, and then all of a sudden you were permanent. So I don't understand why I have to go. Again, the rules are different for me.
So
I'm
was
supposed
that
to
my
go to the
fault?
team
Was
and
that my
say
fault?
things. No, I didn't say that was your fault. I said, I don't understand why the rules are different for me. So I guess, this is more Monica. I don't know why I'm supposed to go to the team and tell them things when I don't get told things as a teammate. I don't get that courtesy. I don't get to, hey, this is what we're talking about tonight. I got to look on YouTube to see what the topics are tonight.
But I'm not in your group text. Am I in your group text?
No, I didn't say that.
I have to go to YouTube
what are you
and find
hearing?
out what.
I didn't say any of that.
Because you got people hating me and talking.
I don't have people hating you.
I did something to you. You said you felt like I didn't like you. You didn't say I said I didn't like you.
I didn't say that either.
You. I don't work, but I support you. I'm there. You see me there on your post.
Marcella,
you said that's what you felt like. I understand it, but I never treated you.
When I see somebody, when I give a clear, very nice, professional video saying I'm leaving for time constraints, and I have people inboxing me all day. Listen here. I'm just telling you what. So just like I didn't tell anybody to be mean to y'all or to delete y'all, I have people in my inbox saying, "Are you okay?" They said
I did not say you left for mental health.
I'm just telling you.
Go back and look. That didn't come out my mouth.
Marcella, I'm just saying. You're saying people are doing things to you. People are coming to me saying, "Are you okay?" They said you crazy. You got mental health issues.
Can I finish? But that's not even what I said.
Can I say one thing?
Lakeisha, can I just say this real fast?
Yes,
that's not even what I said. Like I said yesterday, I had several people come to me and said, Plez, we're saying, you guys, the channel affected her mental health and she's departing ways. And in the comments section, they were saying that people were saying, guard your mental health. Your mental health's important. If their negative energy over there, that's neither here nor there. You made a video. You said it was nice. I'm going to be honest. I didn't watch it. I didn't watch the video yesterday, the pre-recorded. Yesterday wasn't a live. Tonight was a live. A lot was said. There's a lot of miscommunication going on. When I felt better, I should have called you, but I also felt like maybe you should have reached out to me and said, I need to really talk to you. I really need to talk to you right now because I'm about to go live. And
go live.
I'm about to drop a pre-recorded video and things are going to blow up.
Why did they blow up? Because I said I was leaving. Monica, you could have took charge of that when I told you May 17th.
Have a good night.
You could have did it then.
I wish you the best.
I wish you the best. Can I say this? I really want to say this. It's everything I've heard. It's none of it's factual. It's all emotions and how you felt. And sometimes when you're like that, you have to take a step back. Everybody has to take a step back. When it's not factual and it's emotions, you have to take a step back and you have to look at it at a different optical, a different lens. You have to. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Because I just want to say this. I wish
it didn't go down like this. I think it's a whole lot of bunch of miscommunication. Like I said, at the end of the day, I'm grown enough to say what I did was wrong and it was childish and I shouldn't have did that. I am losing subscribers by the minute, but I'm grown enough to say I was wrong. I'm losing followers by the minute. I'm grown enough to say that I was wrong. I should not have placed myself in the middle of something that I was not unsure of what was going on. And I just want to say that I'm sorry.
Okay.
To all parties involved. And I'm done for the evening because this is draining my energy.
Yeah, mine's too. Everyone have a good night. I'm going to delete this live when it's done. If anyone felt offended by anything I said, my apologies. If there was any miscommunications or anything brought to me that was not factual, I apologize. I also felt like it goes both ways. You're an adult too. You could have called me. You felt like I should have called you. I wasn't feeling good. I wasn't feeling well. And Sunday. Sunday. We spoke Sunday. We said I said I was gonna call you Sunday.
And I apologize to all of you all as well. And I will delete mine as well.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Lakeisha. Bye, everyone. Good night. Bye.